Hey now, hey now, hey now.
Hey now. Hey now, everybody. Ah, well, I hope you're all having a good Friday. Hopefully, you didn't wake up as hungover as Phil definitely did. Good Lord. I mean, I don't think anyone, this wasn't even on anyone's bingo card, I don't think. And definitely nobody woke up expecting to read this or see this on their timeline or in their discords or whatever, but here we fucking are. um yeah, I mean, I was actually up early anyways. I was up at like 5 a.m. local time on the East Coast, and I'm just scrolling through Twitter, and I see King Jad, the bingo guy, and he posts on hold on, let me get the exact thing that he wrote. Yeah. Meanwhile, DSP is awake at 1:40 a.m. talking to Wings live on a stream over Discord, and he linked the video. And so I'm like, "What?" Like, like you see it, but you don't believe it. So I quickly like went downstairs to go, and because I had to be up anyways because I had some uh off hours work shit that I had to deal with. But I go and I look at it, or I pull up the stream, and I'm like, oh my god, that's actually Phil. Like, what the fuck is he doing? And sure enough, we learn the answer is he's drunkenly talking to Wings. And good god, like, poor fucking, well, I feel weird saying poor Wings, but it's like, what was he thinking? I mean, unfortunately, good on Meerkat for capturing this. He captured the majority of it, like the really good parts, but I'm not sure what the lead up was, and I don't see any archives of that because it didn't just start off with him with Wings talking to Phil. Like, he was trying to play Arc Raiders, and then somehow it transitioned to Phil calling him on Discord. And this was also after fucking Phil gave a $50 super chat to get Wings' attention, which is fucking insane. $50. Like, bro, you realize you could have spent like five, or just, I don't know, like tag him in the chat. That probably would have done it too. But yeah, this motherfucker threw down $50. I don't want to hear any more complaints about like how good he is with money or complaining about people being wasteful. 50 fucking dollars to get Wings' attention. Like, that's some crazy ass shit. But so anyways, I kind of I I heard this, but not really, because I had to focus on work and I just had this playing in the background, and I had to rewind it because they were like 30 minutes in, and so I've like rewound to the beginning and was listening to it there. But again, I was only like half listening because I had to focus on the work stuff. And then sure enough, eventually, he had to go because his mom wife told him to shut the fuck up. Not in those words, obviously, but basically, she put the kibosh on this. And welcome, Exiled.
Hey now, hey now.
I mean, I can only imagine what she was thinking. Like, seeing her fucking husband up talking to a fat lol cow in South Carolina instead of doing anything else, like, I don't know, sleeping with her. I don't mean like, sleep in, but real mature, huh? Just like laying and sleeping with your wife in the same bed. I mean, it's debatable whether or not they even share the same bed, but that's, we could She's probably used to talking to men at 2 a.m. It could be. I mean, I think she's definitely used to him being up late drunk, which is probably also a thrill for her. But goddamn. So, yeah, this shit's insane.
No,
Um, but yeah, again, big ups to Meerkat. And also, this whole fucking time, Wings was so stupid. Big shock, I know. The entire time the stream was on, all it said was like playing Arc Raiders. But he fucking wasn't. He was talking to Phil. Well, let me see what the title of the stream was. Yeah, Early Morning Arc Raiders. But at no point did he think like to change the stream title to like I'm talking to a drunk DSP. Like he would have gotten so many more viewers and likely so many more donations, but he never changed it. So there's a whole bunch of people who had no idea that this was going on. I mean, you'll see there's only like 195 here. This gets up to like over 300, I believe. But he could have had so much more if he had just like changed things up, but he didn't. Oh yeah, and also he deleted the stream as soon as it was done. I mean, maybe he did it out of sympathy or something, but I sure as hell wouldn't have done that if I was in his shoes. He's drunk, he's a loser. Let's turn on, we're gonna need some closed captions here. We'll put these, we'll see where it puts them up.
no, I subscribe to you, and I randomly every once in a while I'll click on your stream if I see it live. And tonight I saw Arc Raiders. I was like, "What the hell? He's playing Arc Raiders? Like he never plays Arc Raiders."
What a great fucking tone he's speaking in. That is, it was like someone I was talking to on Discord, and they said he sounds weird, and I responded, "No, he's drunk or he's sloshed. He's drunk. He's sloshed. Can't hold his liquor." Welcome, Punish Roddy.
Hey now, hey now.
Yeah, this is fucking insane.
So I clicked on it to see what you were doing, and immediately these guys are like talking detractor memes to you. I don't know if you realized that.
I don't.
Did you even know what they were saying?
I did not. Is that otter shit? What is that?
No. So I know they were talking about like otter shit. I have no idea what that is, but they were doing that.
What the fuck's he talking about? I mean, I'm not completely in tune with like detractor shit. Like, does anyone know what that is?
Countdown stuff like a 13 or 14, 13, 12, whatever the fuck that is, like a countdown stuff. And the second they did that, I was like, that's a detractor meme that this guy gets hit with all the time. And then I'm listening to what they're saying, and they're talking about otters. I'm like, this is not legit stuff. They're trying to bombard his stream with something that's going to get attention. And of course, they're not playing legit. Dude, they're just messing with you. You know?
What the This is already like in fucking Nowheresville. He's slurring. This is great. I try to ban those 12, 13, 14 comments. Maybe it's about his comments about underage girls. Maybe that's what it's about. But that's great, Kasky. Holy crap. I hear empty vodka bottles rolling around DSP's floor. It is cool that he captured... Clearly, he was just on his phone and hit the screen record on it.
This is...
I mean, I didn't doubt. I don't have enough time in the game. I got like 6 hours in the game. Like I said, I don't know I know how to do the buttons and the rolls and everything, but like I could give a shit less about like what the kit looks like and things like that. But like,
you idiot, you have to pay attention to that. Oh fuck yeah, this was live streamed, bro. I woke up to this. Like this was when I caught on to this. It was almost over. But this was at like 2 local time, 2 a.m. local time. This whole started at around like 1:30 Phil's time. And I just happened to be up because I wake up early anyways, and also I had to take care of some work shit. And I'll quickly go for it, as I already said it earlier. Scroll from my feed, and King Jad says, "Oh, this is going on." I'm like, "What the fuck?" So I jump online, and sure enough, this is going on. And it was just unbelievable. I saw part of it, but I was only like half listening because I had to focus on my work. You know, my real job. So
we were winning our gunfight, so I was like, okay, I guess they're playing good enough, right?
Yeah, to my knowledge, there's nothing in the game about otters at all. I've been playing it, well, I played it over 20, 30 hours, like 2 months, and I don't even know what the hell they were talking about. Like, they were guiding you through it at a basic level, but I don't know what the hell was going on there. And I just had that really big suspect moment where they start doing the countdowns. I'm like, oh no. Like, I have a feeling this is not going to go well.
I have the same feeling about this conversation.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
I didn't catch that when they did it. Like, I guess I was too busy.
Yeah, and you will be, because you don't know what's going on. You know, you're in a world you're not used to, a gaming world that you're not adjusted to.
And I was also trying to be funny while playing.
Right. So, dude, how you doing, man? I mean, honestly,
how you doing, man? Jesus, how you doing, man? This is fucking at 1:30 in the morning. He's calling him out of nowhere at 1:30, and not only that, but like technically he's working. Yeah, he sounds like a kid. Yeah, you know what he sounds like? He sounds like when fucking, not that I've had to deal with this, knock on wood. This is what you'd expect if like your teenage daughter came home, she went to a party, and they opened up the liquor cabinet, and she decided to drink a bit because that's what kids do. And then they come home, and you immediately realize, oh shit, my kid is drunk. You know, like every 80s and 90s sitcom had one of those episodes like this. Like Cosby did it. I think Growing Pains did it. You know what I'm talking about, though. But yeah, exactly, Exiled. Sounds like a drunken child.
question, like, how are you doing? Because I only...
Look at him. This reminds me, and then I'll get back to this. When I was in college, this was my junior year, we lived in a suite. His wet brain still thinks he's above Wings. Welcome, Just Dave.
Hey now.
And you're completely right. Yeah, he totally thinks that he feels like, and because I think it comes through here, he's trying to act like a mentor, or like he's giving some sort of sage advice, almost like this thing of like, you know, learn from me, come under the learning tree of DSP. As if anyone would want to go under anything that Phil is. But this reminds me, years ago, junior year, it was me, and I lived with 4 guys. Was it 4? Yeah, something like that. Anyways, we're all just doing whatever. It's like, it's late at night. We're like playing Mario Kart. All of a sudden, there's a knock on the door, and we're like, who the fuck is this? Open the door. This guy is there. He's like waving. He's like leaning back and forth. He's like Phil on regular stream. This guy's piss-ass drunk, and he's like, hey, man, this used to be, I just want to see what was going on. This was my old, I lived here last year, but now I'm in another thing. He's just like rambling, and we're all looking at each other like, what the fuck? Like, what do we do about this? And I just like volunteered. I'm like, look, I'll deal with this. And they're like, okay, go ahead. And I just like took the guy out. I let him just say his piece. And meanwhile, the entire time, like slowly guiding him down the hall to the exit and being like, you know, hey, are you good? You know where you're going? Yeah, I'm good. Okay, great. Like, this is like that same type of energy. The drunken asshole who just thinks they're being nice, but they're just being fucking annoying.
See you from like a weird perspective of, I don't watch your content all the time, and I interviewed you a couple months ago or a few months ago now.
A couple of months or a few months? Is there a difference between those terms?
I hope you're doing well. Or like genuinely, I mean that. Like
I've gave up soda at this point, and I'm kind of down because like I've not seen the numbers on the scale to reflect me giving up soda. And like every time I talk about it in the chat, it sucks because everybody becomes a nutritionist and everybody tells you how to do something the best way to do it. You probably deal with the same thing in your chat. And
no, because Phil's not exactly a modern Greg Louganis, but like he's not you, pal.
That sucks because like I want to use the chat as like a Dear Diary, whereas like
Ew. Oh.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Who the fuck would use their chat as a Dear Diary? That sounds like the worst possible thing you could do. Because at that point, you're essentially making your audience your therapist or the group that you vent upon. I mean, that's what a diary is. It's to get all your thoughts like of the day out in a place. To do that to the chat, like, bro, no, don't fucking do that.
I want you guys to listen and let me be I need y'all guys to be a therapist. I don't need nutritionists right now.
How about both?
And that sucks because that never works. That just makes me look like an asshole most of the times.
Dude, I'm going to give you credit at least for trying to quit soda. If you have actually legitimately done that,
I've legitimately quit. Like I've got Crystal Light in my hand right now. Like that's where I wanted to get. It's like
Oh, wow, what a fucking improvement. Go from soda to Crystal Light.
Mio. It's like it just flavors water.
yeah, oh, I know. I've had Crystal Light before. I used to drink the one that had the caffeine boost too. So I was having it as like a double supplement to replace sugar and energy drinks as well, or like soda. But good for you. That's the first step. That's the sugar, the sugar supply to your body that you definitely do not need. And you can, obviously, within a month you're losing weight just because you switched what you're drinking on a daily basis. So,
well,
good for you on that.
I was down 8 pounds, but like I don't know. Like it's
no, I know, dude.
I mean, how much soda is he drinking a day? Like, I mean, it's true. Like, I remember I dated a girl who, like, she had an issue with soda. She wasn't fat, just throwing that out there, but she drank soda for like every meal. And then she recognized that. And then when she stopped, she like immediately dropped, or not immediately, but very quickly, she dropped like 5-10 pounds, and on her frame, it was quite noticeable. So it definitely does help to cut down on soda, but it also depends on like, if you're having like one soda a day and then you cut it out, it's like, it's going to be minimal. But I'm sure someone like Wings is probably putting down at least 3 cans worth. I think his dad tried to have a shovel in the back of him as a kid. He let his brain at age 11. Yeah, maybe. Well, I gotta fix my chat setting. That last message didn't come through on the top chat. I had to switch over to live chat. Not that you said anything wrong, Dave. It's just YouTube being YouTube. Okay, what the fuck?
It fluctuates on the scale. Like the problem is like when you're as big as I am, there could be like, and I don't want to sit there and make excuses, but like
great collab.
My what's that shit called? That diabetics have to. My insulin levels could be up, which I'm not a diabetic, by the way. I'm not a diabetic at all. But my insulin levels could be up, and just because my insulin levels up means I won't lose weight.
Yeah, you're gonna make initial changes. You're gonna see success right away, and then it's gonna stop, and then
someone made a good comment in the chat. Actually, we'll pull it up here, or maybe not. Oops. This guy here, Powers. It says, you can tell in a conversation DSP doesn't listen. He just waits for his turn to talk.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
That is so on target. Okay, back to this.
Go again, then it's going to stop. You know, I get it. In my opinion, the first thing you're doing is the right thing. But you know as well as I do, there's so much more that has to happen after the initial drink stoppage. And the thing is, for you, you're under so much stress all the time. And I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I see what your detractors say about you. And
well, it's not even that. It's not even that. There's that thing that I talked about with you privately that's stressful.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And
does he get into this? What private thing could they have to talk about? And why would you tell Phil anything in any sort of confidence? I mean, not necessarily that Phil's going to use it against him. I mean, well, maybe he would, but just why would you tell him anything like that? Wings must be. Oh no, that's what I mean. I agree with you, Dave, but it's both of them, but definitely more Phil than Wings. Like, I get that they're both lonely, but I'm pretty sure that it's probably a lot worse for Phil, because even though it's socially inept and exiled, for lack of a better term, that Wings is, like, he at least seems to have maybe a healthier relationship with his wife than Phil has. And also, he at least he can talk to and play with people online. I mean, when's the last time Phil played with anyone online? Or even Wings will be like, hey, who wants to play with me? Send me a message. I mean, it's him saying that. Do you ever imagine Phil just saying, like, hey, who wants to play me in Street Fighter? I have an open lobby. Jump on in. I don't care who it is. Like, no, of course that would never happen. Because he would always just falls back on the excuse of, oh, well, my detractors are going to ruin it. Well, maybe wonder why you have so many detractors, Phil. Just a thought.
the thing is, we're all
sorry, Misery and Shin got you up at 2 a.m. again, Philbert.
through this. Like, anyone on the internet who is a public face constantly has so much going on that people don't understand.
You don't ever feel like I've always put it like this way. Like, if I was to, like, let's say our job was a regular job. Say we're doing like Excel spreadsheets, right?
Ew.
And to put it apples to apples, like, every time I'd go to click on an Excel spreadsheet box, someone would take my mouse and move it 5 feet to the right. That's what it feels like to do this job with the level of, like, scrutiny that me and you both get. There's a lot of people. We're not by ourselves in this, but it feels like there's always somebody trying to move the goalpost 5 feet every time you go somewhere, so you never can get ahead because of that.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, what you're describing is someone who's physically making it harder for you to do your job. Team of therapy session. That's a good one, pal.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
And also, like, you're leaving out the whole part of, like, the reason why so many people, or reasons why life has been made so hard for you. Like, you got to take at least a little bit of personal accountability. Can we at least try that? For me, for us.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter.
By the way, salute everyone. Let this play.
When you get to the level that we're both at, where you have so many people who are micromanaging every single thing you do, they're analyzing every single thing you say and how you do it, every mannerism that you move on camera, right? It doesn't matter if you improve, if you actually do or not. To them, it's just another thing for them to cover. It's just another thing for them to make content out of. If you're doing bad or good. And that's the thing. You could do bad, you could do good. They don't care. All they want to do is get another video, another little clip, another sound bite, another thing to post on Reddit, another thing to post on X. that they can make money off of. And you get to the point where it doesn't matter anymore because you know that no matter what you do or say, they're going to say you did the wrong thing. So for me anyway, at the point I am in my, and I say career and everyone laughs at me, a career,
we've
right?
been doing
Yeah,
this
it's a
shit almost
career.
Okay, hold on. I need to interject something here. Like the way he makes it sound, like I agree with the thing. Yes, detractors, a bunch of them. I mean, there's a bunch who are, you know, just pointing and laughing and consume detractor content just to get edited clips of these people. But there is also that ecosystem, you know, like the Snort Hogans, the Duties, the people who do make money or make some sort of presence or living off of covering these guys. But this idea of like, it doesn't matter if you do good or bad, they'll still comment on it. So why bother? It's like, bro, if Wings like actually dropped the weight, like, okay, yeah, you'd probably still have some haters, but who cares? Or at the very least, well, at least you're not like morbidly obese and hated. Like, at least you're healthier. You're living a better life. Like, you just still have that motivation. You shouldn't let it be like, well, I could improve, but they're going to make fun of me for it. It's like, who cares? They're not you. Still do it to help you. Like, go and try to lose that weight. Don't be like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. They're still going to make fun of me. Who gives a shit? Like, at least you'll be healthier.
20 years. Like, that's a career.
Right.
It's one thing if you're just
like,
starting out calling it a career, but like, nah, dog. Like, my face has got gray hairs from this shit.
well, they laugh at us, right? And they say, oh, what you do is so easy. It's like, yeah, you try sitting in front of a public audience for 20 years. Well, for me, it's like around 18 years. You're around 19 years, actually, at this point. And say that you can survive it. And you can still be pertinent and have people who watch you every day who even give a shit. So many people have faded into the background, right?
Bro, you're leaving out a lot of context and circumstance in that statement.
But for us, we've been doing it so long, and no matter what we do, people will be out there saying we're doing the wrong thing. It doesn't even matter. I've made this point. It doesn't matter if like we cured cancer, if we fought off an alien invasion, if we stopped the dimensional rift that was going to end Earth. It doesn't matter. They'll be like, oh, well, you know, you farted when you did it. Oh, well, yeah, I did, but, you know, I kind of did the right thing. Oh, it doesn't matter. You farted. So now we make a video on it. You know?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
I swear to Christ, my 9 button, because that's what I press. For those who want like a cheap thing or getting into streaming, if you want a soundboard, just get one of these. Just assign shit to your number pad.
What you just said
It's my 9 key.
is one of the most
It's gonna get
insanely
broken after
idiotic
this.
things I have ever heard.
It's like, no, bro. Like, you're not doing the right thing all the time. You're constantly doing the wrong thing. So people making fun of you and making content off of it. Like, what was the last, like, good thing that Phil did? Can anyone name anything? Leave a note in the comments or whatever, or in the chat.
So, you know, so that's the thing. It doesn't matter what we say or do. These people will always make a buck saying we did the wrong thing. So who cares? I don't care anymore. I really
You lying sack of shit! You lying sack of shit! You lying sack of shit!
don't. All I care about is entertaining my own audience.
Oh, shut up.
You lying sack of shit!
All you care about is hitting your goal. Like, for me, honestly, I care about entertaining. Oh, that a good one, Dave. Left the internet for a week. That was nice. Which he still hasn't entirely commented about, and I'm willing to bet it was him going back to Connecticut to see his fucking dying mom. Well, at least he got to see her before she goes. Just on a quick aside, and then we'll get back to this. Tomorrow, I get to fucking go to my aunt's funeral. She passed away on Tuesday, and it really fucked me up. I had to take Wednesday off till like morn, and I gotta drive out of state. It's gonna be like a 2.5 hour drive, assuming perfect traffic, and I'm going into a local city, and that's not what happens. The traffic is never perfect, so I get to drive long a distance to be around a bunch of people who are sad. But yeah, at least he got to go back. Well, at least we're assuming that's why he left, to go and see his dying mom. Good old Linda. But no, he doesn't care about entertaining his audience. Like, I care about entertaining the audience, because I'm definitely not doing this for money. I mean, all contributions are appreciated and encouraged, but if I was doing this for the money, I would have quit literally over 2 years ago, because I don't make money off of this. I do it because I like doing it, and I like to entertain people. I want to believe that I'm entertaining people. But no, that's not like that for Phil. No, he's in it for the money. Like, even when that's a great thing about Phil. Like, what is it as they say? Alcohol is a truth serum. Like, all the truth comes out when you drink. And this is like the ultimate counter to that, because I don't completely agree with that statement. The thing of like, oh, you're always the most honest when you're drunk. So if you say something when you're drunk, like they're trying to fucking cancel, or some people are mad at Jim Ross, the wrestling announcer, after Devon Dudley said that, oh, he said that he doesn't like me because I'm black and that I won't make it in WWE. And then he's like, oh, well, he was really drunk. Well, what the fuck? This guy is like really plastered, and he says something like that, and you're going to take it at face value like he actually meant it. Like, Devon, are you fucking retarded? Like, I know you took a lot of shots to the head, especially in ECW, so maybe you have some CTE shit going on. Like, how in the hell, knowing that, can you really fall back on this belief that JR is a racist, when all he's done is like from Mid-South to WWE pushing minority talent? Like, make it make sense. Victim points, yeah, maybe.
People who are there every day,
See,
who like who I am,
it's like, you're
who like
there.
what I did.
I'm just burned out. Like,
Oh, I hear you.
I'm just burned out.
Oh,
It's
I
like,
know that, dude. Dude, you're playing Arc Raiders tonight. I'm like, what is this guy doing? I
well, it's
know he hates this game.
Because people are like, oh, you got to do new stuff. You got to do new stuff. And like, yeah, like what I like playing hasn't led to a lot of success, right? So like, it's like, all right, you want me to play Arc Raiders? Arc Raiders is the biggest game. Because I was making the point, like, Burnt Peanut doesn't do much more than I can do, right? Like, he just makes fun of people while playing Arc Raiders. I do the same thing on Red Sect. And I was trying to prove a point. Like, I could get on Arc Raiders and be just as entertaining as Burnt Peanut. And I think people are having...
What?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Nah, dog, you're not Peanut. Come on now, no hate either. Yeah, it's like, come on, you are not. I mean, I don't know a lot about Burnt Peanut. All I know is that he does a lot of Arc Raiders content. They had like something where he was doing it. I haven't played Arc Raiders in so long. I got pretty much into it, and then I had a string of bad luck, and that kind of turned me off of it. Not even like PvP shit. Like, it was the arcs that kept taking me out, and then I keep being wanting to get back into it, but yeah, they don't understand personality at all. Yeah, they really think that, like, well, if I just copy what these other people do, then it'll work for me. I'll get the same results. I should get the same results. No, there's a lot of intangibles involved as well, and also like prior baggage. You guys got a ton of baggage and dirty laundry that just is going to fester with you like forever. So it's not like the same thing. And also, I don't know what's going on with the hopefully that'll fix the chat, because not everything is on there. Dave's last message didn't make it up.
Having like a bias against me. because of that fact.
Right. I'm going to say something.
Christ, we're not even 10 minutes into this. And fuck me, we're almost, how long have we been broadcasting? God, over 40 minutes. Well, more like 35 because I had an extended intro.
Up front, you need to stop comparing yourself to people who are like ridiculously overblown successful, because that is your biggest problem. You look at guys like Burnt Peanut, or you reference other people who are streaming Battlefield and they're blowing up. Dude, you're not like them, and I'm not either. You understand? We're at a different level because of what's happened to us, because of the level of scrutiny, the level of harassment we've gotten, and we're lolcows. Not that we want to be, but we are.
Finally, thank you.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
I remember this. Like, I just remember hearing this thing where he said, we're lolcows. I was like, oh my God. He actually admitted what everyone's been saying for years. By the way, sorry, on Twitch, you're about to get an ad. It's level 1. Yeah, exactly. But like, he finally admitted though. Like, yes, you are fucking lolcows. I mean, obviously, Wings has admitted that he's on Lolcow Live. But remember, Phil, he was like too good for it and tried to like pull the rug from under it and do it on his own with the same people. But Keem put the kibosh on that, and good on him for doing it. It was a great decision because the whole Lolcow Live like thing would not have been even a tenth of success. I mean, you can hate the Lolcow universe all you want. I mean, I don't really follow it that well. I'm not a LCU guy, but you cannot deny that it's been a fucking financial success for those involved. For the most part. Definitely more than it would have been if it was Phil at the wheel. It's like putting Phil at the wheel at like anything. Have you seen some of his fucking truck simulator streams? Good Lord.
You cannot look at guys like them and be like, oh, well, they're better than, I could do what they do. It won't work. You could literally do exactly what Burnt Peanut or someone else does. No one will care. Okay? What we have to do is we have to find a way to appeal to an audience that actually cares about guys of our stature. And I think it's taken a long time, right? I've made tons
Oh
of
my
mistakes
God, good point. Actor Michael Merchant, he sounds like Corey Feldman.
over the years.
Too bad he didn't end up like Corey Haim. Look it up.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Find the dents. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Find some whales.
But I think I have done that. I've found an audience that likes who I am, what I do at the level that I do it, and I'm happy. And it took a long time for me to...
You lying sack of shit! You lying sack of shit!
Yeah, give me a sec here. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm so happy. Does this sound like a happy person? Like, it would be one thing if, like, I don't know, you just like to live the high life and you're drinking at night and you call up a guy, you drunken call him, but you're kind of like, hey, man, what's going on? Like, just kind of like, hey, I was thinking about you, like an upbeat, that kind of happy, drunk thing, as opposed to this, which is just like, again, going back to the earlier example, the guy who thinks he's being cool while drunk or being like a nice guy, but really all he is just being fucking annoying.
say that. Like, that's actually hard for me to say that. I'm happy because I'm not big. I'm not rich.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things
But
I've
I'm
ever
happy
heard.
doing what I do every day. And a lot of people don't believe me when I say that. I'm happy because
watch fucking Wings' facial expressions.
Because I'm not big. I'm not rich. But I'm happy doing what I do every day. And a lot of people don't believe me when I say that. Maybe you don't even believe me when I say that. But I actually genuinely
I'm sorry.
I'm happy with the content I put out.
But I can't settle for that though. It's not.
So,
It's
all
not.
right,
It's
so
not. It's not even about getting rich. Like I got a wife that had thyroid cancer, and it could come back any day. So like, I have to save for the future. Like, there's gonna
oh
be,
no, no, no. Okay. No, I
she's gonna
understand
get
what you're
sick
saying,
again.
dude. I totally understand what you're saying, but I want you to understand something. When I say I'm happy, it doesn't mean that I'm happy and I'm poor.
Yeah.
It means I'm happy and I'm doing good too. Like I'm in the best position of my life
Look at this. Oh, Mayo. It always was back to himself gloating.
financially, and things are going good. Even though
Oh, wait. Hold on. Repeat that, please.
I'm in the best position of my life financially,
Oh, pfft. Yeah, sure you are.
You lying sack of shit!
I'm pretty sure, what would we say, 2011 to 2013 Phil would like to make a comment about that statement. I mean, fuck, he was making, God, just think if he had just, like, instead of blowing all that money on all that bullshit that just stacked up in his apartment, right, if he invested even, like, half of it, he would be on, like he could do, like, what I do, just stream when you feel like it and do whatever you want.
and things are going good.
And he wouldn't be begging as much, so he'd probably get a lot more viewers and overall more donations because people wouldn't feel like they were forced to do so.
Even though my detractors say the opposite, which I'm sure they're all
Well,
analyzing our
yeah,
talk right now.
because they like put you on fucking live stream fails the other day because you had a $20 session with Call of Duty. It's like, this sucks, right? It sucks to make $20 after you play a game you hate for 3 hours. It's like, well, I just wasted my time doing this.
Yeah, but they're retarded because I made $20 playing Call of Duty. Actually, after I made $50 on a podcast, and then I made $20 after I quit Call of Duty, and then I made ad revenue on that, and then I made Kick revenue because I'm part of the Kick Partner Program.
You mean ad revenue? Bro, ad revenue is shit. And especially, well, of course, what he does is he really loads up his shit with ads. But I mean, like, nowadays, ad revenue is getting killed by, I'd be happy $20 is 20. Yeah. And like, I mean, I get overjoyed if I make any money on a stream because it's not the goal. I mean, again, would I like to get paid more? Yeah. Fucking times are tough. Prices are going up and I got 3 kids and a dog that's not getting any younger. But, you know, you're not here to hear me complain about that. You're here to be entertained. And if you want to give me money, great. But if not, you're not going to hear me complain. And yeah, $20 is $20. Even if I get $5, I'm like, yeah. Most streamers, yeah, there are very few, like real full-time streamers. And the ones that there are, they don't act like Phil does. I mean, like, even when you people who are outside the Goutverse, when you introduce Phil to them, even if they're into, like, if they're not into internet culture at all, then it's really jarring. But if they're into, like, streamers and stuff, they're like they can't believe it. They're like, why is he so focused on the money? Why is he of all this goal shit? Why is with these rewards? What with these tiers? Why is he demanding people tip him through PayPal as opposed to just through, like, cheers or super chats? That's, like, the easier thing, and that's what people are expecting. Like, it doesn't make sense to anyone. Well, it barely makes sense to people inside the Goutverse, but outside of it, it's, like, beyond nuts.
Graham, do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what they're saying is bullshit. I didn't make $20 on a stream. I haven't made $20 on a stream in like 10 years.
But you still bitched and moaned about it.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
So, like, if you were making more of the stuff, then why did you complain?
Yeah, they got a little snippet of where you complained about it, and they just used it and utilized it.
Exactly. That's absolutely right. And that's what they always do. So
well, you keep giving ammunition.
Happy and I'm doing good. I want you to understand that. Like, I'm doing well financially.
DSP is the Mr. Leahy of YouTube.
I'm not rich, but I'm also certainly not poor. I'm at a good place and things are...
Nobody cares. This is Wing's stream. Stop giving him a pre-stream.
Getting better. They've been getting better for like 3-4 years in a row. And funny because people look at views, right? And I know you too, right? You look at your channel, you look at views, and you say, "Oh God, the views, the views." It's not about the views.
I
It's
want
not.
the views to trend upward. Like I want to feel like I'm gaining somewhere.
I hear you, because when everyone on YouTube looks at things like sub count and they look at view count and they look at that, honestly, someone actually sent me something a couple years ago, and it kind of changed my whole mindset. They sent me something that was like how to make a great living if you have a business that has 1,000 happy customers. And I read it, I was like, this makes so much sense. It changed my mindset. If you just have 1,000 people on this planet who like you and want to keep supporting you, that's way more important than having a ginormous, insane, viral amount of people who join you for a few minutes a day and then leave. Or
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Okay, so he's basically saying it's good to have a decent amount of return customers versus a ton of one-time customers. Yeah, no shit. Thanks, Mr. Business Degree.
won't even ever support you. They're just there to see because you're popular, right? And then they don't care and they leave. And a few years
Where's
ago,
this coming
someone
from?
sent me an article. Dark Side Phil is the most well-supported guy on Twitch, and I was like, "What?"
Okay, I it was funny when I heard this too, because I actually covered this in my live stream or my fundraiser video. I'll let him finish and then I'll give some more context.
What are you talking about? And then I read the article, and it was like, in scale of how many views and subs Phil has, he has people who support him more than the average person, and they showed like statistics, and I'm reading it, I'm like, it was wrong, but still it was kind of right. Like, yes, my people who watch me all the time and like my content support me more than the average viewer who will just join someone and be like, I'm just here to watch and I'm out of here. And that's
retarded. You're literally saying my fans support me more than my non-fans. Anyways, here's what he was talking about. This will be quick. I'm not trying to like blow smoke up my own ass, but this is from my video. We're discussing the Phil's revenue.
Percent of his income comes directly from his fans. Unlike other popular full-time streamers, Phil has no influencer or partnership deals with video game companies or any other source of sponsors. Still, in 2020, Phil ranked number 1 according to Twitch statistics as having the most generous fans, earning $35 per subscriber.
Yeah, look here. This is what he was referring to. The donation income per subscriber. And he's way above. Look, it's like $35.16 and number 2. And also, by the way, who the fuck are any of these people? Oh, Carson. That's the only name I just about. But also, like, look at these other numbers, though. Like, okay, so he has the most, but look at how many other subs have. He's one of the lowest ones. He's the second lowest amount. That's not good, pal. So, this is what he was referring to. And also, it was wrong. Bitch, Twitch, wait, did they put it out? Yeah, sources, Twitch, Twitch Tracker, Twitch Stats, and Twitch Metrics. Data collected October 2020. I don't even know where I found this. I mean, I made this video like, God, almost 5 years ago at this point, but yeah, I don't remember where I found this, but yeah, this is what he was referring to, because I saw some people online who were like, what the fuck's he talking about? That's what it was.
It's really what we have to find. Guys like us who
Fuck me, we're not even 15 minutes into this, and I've been live for like over 45 minutes.
Been around for so long.
Welcome, Thanks for the raid, Serpent.
Hey now.
And welcome everyone. We're watching Phil's drunken, self-important ramblings to Wings at 1:30, 2 in the morning, as opposed to, you know, like fucking sleeping with said wife. B-Lurker needs a stretch. Okay, that's cool.
We're never going to blow up. Dude, I'm telling you right now. I told you in the interview in October, I'm telling you again. We're not going to blow up for a good reason. There's no way we can blow up for a good reason. Too many people think we're jerks, think we're assholes, think we're the scum of the earth.
Well, you are.
Have to find a way to appeal to a small crowd who actually like us for who we are and see through the bullshit and just make content we love. And that is how we're going to find success.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Sure, pal. You're going to succeed by not trying to grow your audience. Try that out. Tell me how it works out.
And I think you can do it because I'm finding that now. I'm changing my methodology. I'm playing more indie games. I'm doing a variety of content. I know.
I mean, you are scum, Phil. You beg for tax money and a mortgage while pulling Hogan's. DSP full of shit. I wouldn't trust him.
I know you can do it. In fact, you know what? I'm going to say this publicly because everyone's listening to this. I know you can do it. It's just...
Are we listening? That was the ever main comment, too. It's like Phil basically turned this into the Level 1 podcast. Look at... What a look. What a great pause on Wings there.
Off. Because you're going to have so much against you. You're going to have so many people saying you can't do it because, oh, look at all these failures that Jordy has had in the past. No, you can do it, dude. I know you can. I have confidence in you that you can do it. Like, I have just found the way to do it. But it's not going to be playing a game you know you hate, having these assholes join your party, and dumping the N-word, you know? And that's not your fault. But
yes, it is. I mean, it is and it isn't. Like, okay, it's like you did the shit to inspire people to want to do that. You got to take some responsibility. Like, you never hear of, like, you know, Luke Stevens, Moist Critical, or just anyone running into the same issues as these guys. Why? Because they're not hated by everyone or don't have a overwhelming group of haters.
man,
Oh, they will use it against me hard. Even though there's entire videos on YouTube where it just spouts off that YouTube has movies hosted on their website that they'll ban you for. I don't know.
right. That's right.
Huh?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Are you saying that YouTube doesn't allow you to upload movies? Well, yeah, if you don't own the copyright for them. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what a nothing statement.
And they're doing it on purpose.
DSP can literally talk about himself for hours. These fucking comments are so spot on.
That was 100% when I saw you were
Weaponized.
playing that game. I was like, he needs to make some bucks tonight. And I
Yeah, Phil. Oh, that's a great fucking name. Big ups for that name. Fist of the Snort Star. That's fucking great. That's a great one.
Hey now.
Fist of the Snort Star.
get why he's doing it. And the second I heard these guys talking, I was like,
Wings, you are not below this dude. Don't let him act like it.
"Oh no!"
I don't like to mislead people at all. Like I have a lot of the low-cal money still. I have a lot of it, and I have a lot of it invested. But like I invested everything in the things like CDs and like Roth IRAs and things like that, and I can't touch it. Right? I have my 6-month emergency fund, and I have what's in my checking account. And I try to balance my life around making a certain amount of money every month to make sure I can put money away for my retirement, emergency funds, and pay my bills, right? And still live like comfortably.
Phil invests in copium mines in Congo.
So that's my goal. Like I tell people like, don't give me your last dollar I'll figure me out.
Right.
I'm sorry. Do you have these people like saying, "Oh God, Wings, I wish I could donate to you, but I don't get paid till Friday," or "I got to choose between you and paying rent"? Like, no, that's not happening. Well, okay, maybe there are a few whales who are giving him too much money or money they shouldn't be giving him, but like, I can't believe this idea that he has to go and actively tell people to like look out for themselves before looking out for him.
But like, you're saying we can't blow up, and my goal is not to blow up. My goal is just to be sustainable, right? Like, I'm not looking to be Burnt Peanut with 75,000 users making, $600,000 a month, right? Would it be nice? Yeah, anybody would want that. But at the same time, there's a lot of responsibility when you got the fucking
There's a great use of $5. Good morning.
golden scepter that, a lot of people don't understand either, right? Because like Burnt Peanut, anytime he says something wrong, it's going to be the end of his career. Like Dr. Disrespect is a bad example of that, but it's an example of that, right? Because he used to be the guy with the golden scepter.
Right. So
Dead air.
here's the thing. I feel like you can succeed. I do.
Phil doesn't understand anything you just said because you started talking about saving and investing.
But it's not going to be sitting there all day playing Red Sec. And I know you love Red Sec. I know it's your favorite game right now because you hate Call of Duty. And to be honest, I agree with you. Battlefield 6 this year, dude, Battlefield 6 this year is much better than Call of Duty. I couldn't play Battlefield 6 because it's a team game. And I don't play team games, right? I don't. I play solo.
Yeah, because you're a lonely fuck who has no friends. But they are rich. Yeah, exactly. They're rich. They have fans. They have people who genuinely appreciate them. Like, for me, I've actually had like a couple of people, like when I say a couple, I mean like literally like a handful of people who like know what I've Sorry, my wife sent me a text. Like a handful of people who have like pointed out or like, hey, you're the guy who made that fundraiser video, or I enjoyed that video, or hey, you made triple cheese with extra cheese, the song parodies that got played on Cornet's drive-thru, and that's a cool feeling. Like I never expected people to ever like thank me or acknowledge me for my creative endeavors. But like with these guys, it's like they don't get that at all. Like they're not going to get any, even if there's some people did benefit from them in some sort of a positive way, because they've just been so bad now. They're like, why would you want to give Phil props, given how you know he is as a person?
Game. So I tried so hard to make Black Ops 7 be a good game. I bought equipment to fucking make the game work on my streams, and no one will watch it. No one will watch this game.
What the fuck equipment did he buy?
Even though I played a stream, I suck at Call of Duty, and I had a positive kill death ratio every match of like 2.0.
You lying
and
sack
no
of
one would
shit.
watch it.
You
Everyone
lying
agrees
sack of
Call
shit.
of Duty sucks this year. And you're good at Battlefield. But I'm going to tell you, my best advice to you right now, stop playing Red Sec on stream. You heard what I just said. Stop playing Red Sec on stream. Keep playing Red Sec in your personal life because you love it.
Personally, I don't like it. I tolerate it. Like I don't like first person. I don't like first person shooters at all. I don't like video games for the most part. There's certain video games I like, right?
Yeah, Phil. How about? Yeah, here's the other thing too. It's like, when's the last time Phil has ever mentioned any games that he plays off stream? Because he doesn't play games off stream because he fucking hates playing video games. He plays video games because it pays the bills. But even he has said that he is working on transitioning off of playing games. Imagine that statement. You play fucking video games every day and you get paid to do it and you hate it. Like, come on, pal. You literally have the dream job, but you're so bad and miserable at it. I saw Dave called his replacement of John. Yeah. Well, fucking Kat should be in Wings' position, but she's not. Instead, she was in bed and then fucking complained. We'll see that hopefully eventually. I'm sorry I keep stopping and rambling. We're almost to the halfway point.
Right now, I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3 in my personal time because I kind of like Baldur's Gate 3, but it's what it is. I play Diablo 2 in my free time. I hate first-person shooters. I've been playing them for 30 years at a high level. I fucking detest them. Like, they're the same shit over and over again. And once you get good at them, you just realize people were fucking you with the cheapest shit in the game. And it just irritates you. Like,
all right. So you do like...
What do you mean you hate first-person shooters? Like, there's so many, like, yeah, it's FPS, it's a genre, but there's so many sub-genres. There's, like, military shooters, there's Twitch shooters, there's, the boomer shooters, arena shooters. Like, there's a big fucking difference between, like, Black Ops 6 or Black Ops 7 and Unreal Tournament. Like, yeah, they're both first-person shooters, but the actual, like, experience of them is completely different. I actually played Unreal Tournament 2004 the other day. God, that game is still so much fucking fun. If you guys haven't played it, fucking get it. It's actually free. You have to, like, search for it. I don't even mean, like, you have to, like, pirate it. Like, it's actually out there. It's technically freeware. Epic has given their blessing on it. Man, this is like a boyfriend calling a girl. No, it's like I mentioned earlier. It's the drunken asshole. The guy, like, he's not... It's the guy who gets shit-faced drunk. Shit-faced drunk, that's... Repeat, excuse me. But, he gets shit-faced, and then he just starts rambling on and on. And, like, and we've all kind of been there, too. We've all been at that sort of a drunken state where you think in the moment that you're being cool or, like, understanding. It's just something positive. But in reality, no, you're slurring, you're rambling, you're just going on and on. You won't shut the fuck up, and you're not processing what's being told to you. But you don't realize that because you're fucking drunk, and that's exactly what this is. We've all done it before. Well, I mean, assuming you drink. Like, my wife has never done this before because she doesn't drink. God bless her.
Like certain kinds of video games.
Yeah, you know when you play Street Fighter,
isometric RPGs.
You know when you play Street Fighter, and like when somebody's cheesing the fuck out of you, or they're zoning you, or they're like getting a free throw out you, and like they're just using the cheesy character to beat you, and how it sucks ass, and you know it because you have so much experience that this person's beating you because they're being cheesy. That's same thing happens in first-person shooters when you get good at them. You realize that you lost this because somebody's using the meta gun, or they got you at a right angle or some shit like that. And it just irritates you. It doesn't even when you do well. Like the other day I was playing Red Sect and I squad wiped a 4-man by myself with a scar. Didn't even flinch. No adrenaline enough, no dopamine hit, nothing. I don't even give a shit. I'm like, all right, fuck. At least that's over. Like,
God damn, that's fucking sad. Oh God, my girlfriend gave me an earful when we started dating because I did that to her. Oof. Yeah, fucking God. One time I got drunk off of Bacardi 151. And I ended up calling my current girlfriend and my ex-girlfriend in the same night and just started rambling. I don't even remember everything I said. It's literally just like flashes. And I literally woke up like laying in my bathtub, my upstairs bathtub in the hallway bathroom. I had no idea how I got there. And then like I talked, I don't know if it was my current or my ex-girlfriend. They said like, oh, you called and then we started talking. You sounded a little weird. And then you said you'd be right back and you never came back. So I just hung up. I'm just like, fuck.
That's the feel of it.
Yeah, you'll lose all satisfaction.
And I've not touched Bacardi 151 since then. That totally, because the fucking problem that I did was this was a beginner's trap. I drank it like I would drink like normal, 151. It's was like, that's like over 75% alcohol or whatever, or the proof thing. But I was drinking it like a standard alcohol, which is significantly less powerful. Whereas you're drinking something that's like twice as bad, and also it does, your body doesn't catch up to it fast enough. So by the time like you're gone before your body realizes what's going on.
Because
There is
you
no
realize
satisfaction.
exactly the modern version is such a pale comparison to what used to be good that you don't even feel any kind of excitement or enjoyment when you win because it didn't mean anything. It's not like it used to be back in the day when it had skill involved, right?
God. It's like not feeling the adrenaline. Like I play Fortnite fairly like weekly with some guys, and it's still like a thrill. Like when you win or you wipe out like a squad, you're like, yeah, you do get that adrenaline. You kind of like feel your heart beating a bit faster and stuff. Like it's the cool thrill. That's why these games are so popular. It's like that rush that you get when you do well, and that's completely gone for them. I play solo. Um, I've done a few solo runs, but I don't normally do that. Like I might do that just to, like, I got to compile the shaders and shit because I just upgraded my, either there was a game update or a graphics update, and when you do on PC, because I don't know why the game doesn't do this. Like I don't know why they wouldn't, or at least give you the option to compile the shaders before you get into a match. Because if you don't, it fucking compiles them while it's loading. Meanwhile, everything's still going in the back. I've literally had times where it was still compiling, and so it just keeps saying loading, loading, and then by the time I get into the game, I'm all the way at the end of the map, or where like the bus left off, and I'm just falling because they kicked me out of the bus because I couldn't control anything. I'm just like, oh shit, now I need to like reorient, or especially on like team games, well, like, okay, fuck, I'm on the other side of the map. I have to backtrack, across how many meters to go and be back with my team.
So let me ask you this. You don't like modern first-person shooters. You said you like Baldur's Gate. You like Diablo 2. It sounds to me like you're totally turned off from video games these days. Is that a correct
1000%.
statement? Or do you think there's anything
1000%.
you would actually like to do?
Like Resident Evil 9's coming out. I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
about playing it. I'll buy it. I don't give a flying fuck about playing it. I could care less if that
Jeez.
game does well or not. But it's going to be something different. It's something that will attract people that might not click on the stream, and I'll play it strictly for donations.
What a horrible attitude. God damn. Damn. This man needs a hug.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Right.
Like that's just the life I live. Like I don't give a fuck about Resident Evil 9. I don't care about Grand Theft Auto 6. They could come
come
out
on, how can you not care about GTA 6? Come on.
tomorrow, and I'll be like, all right, whatever.
So what do you want to do then? Honest question. I asked you this the other day and you didn't answer me.
I gave you the answer earlier today. I don't know. I'm just burned out. But the fact is, I'm not allowed to be burned out. So like, I just got to keep going.
Man, you are. I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, I get that, Mexicano. Like, I'm not like, oh, I can't wait for it to come out. It's like, I mean, yeah, it's not so much excited. It's more of just like curious and like interested. Like, I got to see, like, after all this money, all these years, all this effort, what the fuck is this game going to be? Like, what is this? What have they been cooking for all this time and spending? I'm pretty sure they said it's the most expensive game of all time. But like, yeah, so I want to see what the most expensive game of all time is like. I'm just definitely curious.
exaggerating. And again, everyone's listening to this. I know they are. This is not
Playing 2 hours of games a day is rough.
a private conversation. You're in the same situation I was in, like maybe let me think.
Yeah, let's hear that again.
I was in like maybe let me think.
Maybe, yeah, let me think. Yeah. I mean, going well. I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it. I'd like to just rent it, like off GameFly, but I don't know if they're gonna even. Well, I could game lock it, which is a guarantee, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'd prefer to like buy it on PC, but I want to maybe play it before that. Like, I bought GTA 5 for the 360 like at launch. I ended up returning it or like selling it back because I just didn't blend with it. And I was like, I'm going to wait. And so when it finally came out on PC, I bought it. And then I waited a little bit longer. Then I finally played it. And I enjoyed it. GTA 5 is a great game. But part of it was waiting until it got on PC so I could get the best possible experience at the time. I mean, now it's kind of debatable because it's been refreshed and updated so much that maybe the console version is better than the majority of PC users. But it wasn't like that when it first came out on PC. The PC was far superior.
7-8 years ago, because I got to the point where I was making videos on games every single day. And I was pumping them out at such a rapid pace, like covering. I could beat a game in like 2 days, right? And everyone knew me as Mr. YouTube, the guy who could beat a game in 2 fucking days. So everyone would flock to DSP videos because he can beat the game so quick, and then we can, get a fast
Bro, we quite literally do not care.
Opinion on it. It killed me. Like, I just didn't care anymore about what I was doing. And then when I became a live streamer, it got different for me, because when I became a live streamer, there was no rush anymore. It was more about, hey, I'm with the audience. I'm talking with the audience. I'm chatting. And while I'm playing a game like Zelda Breath of the Wild, which it stands out to me because that was one of the first games I ever live streamed, right? People started chatting with me about other stuff.
Wait, what? What do you mean that was the first game? Wait, so he didn't start... Well, okay, I guess... Okay, that makes sense. That does kind of line up. I'm not gonna back my going back to console. Well, I mean, I got everything. I got... I'm lucky in that... Well, not lucky. I got a decently powerful gaming PC, the PS5, Series X. I also have an S, but my son may lose that, and the Switch 2. So, and my Switch 1. So I'm covered. I even got a Steam Deck. But there's still a few things that console does better. But yeah, I am, at this point, I would say I'm primarily PC gaming when taking into account how much time I spend with the deck.
And a lot of it was bullshit and had nothing to do with the game. But then people started talking with me about my experience with games and my experience with Zelda. And I was like, oh, I don't have to just talk anymore. I don't have to be stupid with, like, say, sexual comments or dumb swears all the time. I can just, like, talk with people about games. And since then, it was like an epiphany for me. Hanging out
That's a big word, Phil. Epiphany.
People on the stream while I play games has made it so much fresher and so much better for me that now, even though I'll admit, sometimes I feel like I'm burnt out if I'm playing a game too long that I don't like so much, just that social experience makes it better. All right. But at the same time that I say that.
Okay, I'm going to speed this up a little. I wanted to play at normal speed so we could get the, like, true drunken experience of Phil, but I feel like that novelty is kind of worn off now. I love how they have the auto dub bullshit. That was like, that was a fucked up thing. So, well, actually, no, I'll skip that story. You guys don't care.
I understand that just playing games 24/7 becomes so draining, especially if you don't like video games or you don't like the games that are coming out.
Now add 250 pounds to your body weight where walking hurts. And all you have is to sit down and look at a screen all day. That's my life.
Yeah, I know. And dude, And you're stuck, and I get it because you say things like, "Oh, I did want to ask you one question."
I mean, like people say, "Oh, go get a job." I want to go get a job. I do. Like, I'd love to be able to get up and be able to stand 8 hours a day and just go work and make money and not have to do this. I'd love
You can't.
to. I can't. I'm stuck.
Dude, you can't. There's no way you could do that.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
You lying sack of shit.
I refuse to believe this thing that you can't find a job. Well, hold on. Let me continue. Maybe they'll elaborate.
I understand
And
that.
that's the reason I'm trying to lose weight
that.
right now. It's like I want the weight to come off so I can go get a fucking job.
I want the weight to come off. Good God.
For me, right now, everyone says, go get a job. I'm like, well, you're retarded because if I get a job, I'm going to make way less than I'm making right now. You're an idiot. But I could walk out of my door right now and go apply for a ton of jobs and I get them because I'm
Oh, bull fucking shit.
175 pounds. You can't do that. And I get that. All right. I totally get that.
I'm 175 pounds.
You lying sack of shit. You lying sack of shit.
Bro, if you're as tall as you say you are, what does he say? He's like 6'1", 175 pounds. Like, you'd be like a fucking skeleton. Like, give me a break. Like, I'm 5'10" and 175. Like, even then I look fairly skinny. On him, assuming he's just like, you know, that much taller than me, like, no, you would look like, yeah, you would look underweight. You would look malnourished at that weight.
And that's, you know, that's something that's a huge
Well,
added
there's also the other weight of like, and you have this too. No matter what job you get, if somebody notices you, you've lost that job the day that somebody notices you.
That's right. And these people will never let us get a normal job. If they can find out where we work, they're going to try to mess with us because that's another win for them. That's another video for them. That's another, you know, another adrenaline or endorphin, another endorphin rush for them that they hurt someone on the internet that everyone hates, right? Yeah, I hear you, dude. I totally hear that. All right. So here's the thing. You cannot get an in-person job. And I've heard you say stuff like, "Oh, I'll get an IRL job." You say you do gig work. I bet you help your wife doing gig work. You don't do gig work yourself. You help your wife doing gig work. I get that.
No,
right? Is that
no,
true?
that's not true. Like, I do gig work, and sometimes we do it together. But like, I do it myself. Like, I'm physically capable of driving a car and like getting in and out of a car. Like, because you're sitting down most of the job. Like, you literally like you go to Walmart and they put the groceries in the back seat, and you just drive and put the groceries on the porch.
Yeah, but like also here's the thing too. Like he says he's 5 to well, that would be 6 feet. I don't think my PC surpasses the current consoles. Well, yeah. I mean, my PC is more powerful than the consoles, but also I'm kind of open, like, thanks to the subscription services, you know, and also just my other physical media collection of games. So I kind of go with both. Imagine Phil at an interview. Yeah, exactly. But also, bro, it's like work from home is so popular now. Like, even for like shit that's like answering a phone, like nowadays there's so much phone support. Like, I mean, outside from all the outsourcing to like Indian shit, but like in America, there's tons of support. Like when you're calling like a company, or like, hey, my phone doesn't work or something. You're calling someone's house. You're not calling to like some, I mean, obviously, yes, in some instances, you're calling a call center. But nowadays, there's been a number of times where like someone's giving me tech support over the phone. I hear a baby crying in the background or like children doing shit. And I'm like, I'm calling someone in their fucking house. Like, so point is this idea that like, oh, if I'm seen in public in a job, let's think, well, then fucking don't get a job like that. There are, I mean, okay, you can make the argument, well, now the job market's awful, but like, you've obviously been this miserable for years that before the job market got so fucked up, you could have gone applied for a bunch of fucking like at-home jobs, whether it's answering phone calls or doing like whatever remote work, but you chose not to. You chose to keep doing this thing and being miserable. Why is that?
That's good to hear. I'm actually happy to hear that. You can at least do something.
And I do that. I do that more as just to be active because I hate this.
I doubt, dude, to be honest, I doubt that you could do it enough to make a ton of money, right?
It makes money, but it's not something you'd live off of. I'd hate to live off of it. But like
I researched it a little bit.
The way I do gig work and stuff is like I usually try to keep $5,000 floating. And if I need to borrow money, like for example, like land taxes came up just recently, right? I had car insurance and land taxes come up. That was like $3,600, right? I pulled it from my DoorDash fund, and now I'm gonna pay myself back. So I start paying myself $300 a month back to that, and I also start dashing or whatever again till I get that $5,000 back. So instead of like borrowing it from a credit card or anything other place.
And I thought he got banned from DoorDash. Hello, snort clear, throat clear. My name is Phil. Yeah, I would love to see him like at a job interview.
That's the way I do it.
Right. That's smart. I'm actually happy to hear that you can do this stuff because you have to understand you say that on stream and you never elaborate, and your haters are crazy about, you know, oh, he made it up, or oh, that's just Kelly doing it, or whatever. So that's good to get that out there. I'm glad to hear that you're actually getting out and doing other stuff than just streaming, and that you're capable of doing it. But
You also
that's
understand,
not sustainable.
My wife also has a master's degree. She has her own job as well.
Right. You have an additional income. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Does your wife have any degrees, Phil? I mean, maybe she does, but I'm pretty damn sure it's not a master's. He was banned after showed his notebook that was tracking order. Right, exactly. Well, I think he was also made. I don't think it was just that. I think he also had like comments about specific people, and that was where they got pissed. Like, I don't think they would get mad at you chronicling income on the job. It was like the other shit that he had written that they took issue with. DSP invests his money in WWE Champions Index Fund.
That's awesome. And thankfully, again, what all our detractors say, right, is always the worst possible nonsense. They have no idea what our real lives are like. Seriously, they have no fucking clue what our real lives are like, because if it was as bad as they said, we wouldn't be here, right? Like, we wouldn't be on this fucking planet. We wouldn't be able to keep sustaining if it was as bad as they think. They're just nuts. We have significant others who love us, who help us, who support us, who take care of us. They're just
Well, one of these people does.
These people are the worst dregs of society.
I mean, you can say whatever you want about Kelly. She loves this man. For better, for worse, we can honestly say that Kelly wants to be with this man for whatever reason. Can we really say the same thing about Kat? No, he can make the argument, well, you don't know, you're just guessing. Well, from the little bits that we've seen, like, what other conclusion would anyone have?
Who would never even understand what love means. Seriously, that's why they're able to hate someone on the internet as much as they do, because if they had love in their lives, they would not get it. They would not even understand that. So I'm happy to hear that she's there for you.
Bro, I have a wife, a beautiful wife, and 3 children. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, if you saw how many of your detractors live, you would be, like, legit jealous. Or you would, at the very least, be eating crow at this idea of, like, oh, they don't know true love. It's like, no, bro, we do. We do have love in our lives. A lot more love than you have.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
You know, and it's not just you doing everything. That's awesome.
And since we're doing like that, like, I don't feel like, another thing with the weight loss is, like, I don't feel like I treat Kelly good enough as a husband because I don't have no libido, right? So our.
Why is he talking about this in front of everyone?
Our romantic life could be so much more, but my body just doesn't make the chemicals needed for me to, like, push for that kind of stuff. So, like, it ends up, I don't know, I shouldn't be talking about this.
You're a bit late for that, pal.
You shouldn't be talking about it publicly. That's for sure.
I
We can have a private conversation about it.
I just wish that I could be more than I am, right? Like, I wish I had a more manly thing.
No, and dude, I get it, because every moment.
Hey, how about you, Phil? Oh, God, I wish he had, like, turned it back and say, how is your sex life with Kat going? Could you imagine if Wings had jumped on that? Oh, I would love to hear Phil's response.
Moment that I live, and the reason a lot of people make fun of me is they say, Phil, you're talking about working out. You're talking about getting healthy. What a joke. We don't believe you. And then they look at me on camera as like, oh, God, he's skinny. Yeah, of course I'm skinny. I'm not lying to you fucking idiots. I'm doing it for a reason, because I want to live longer for my wife. You know, I'm older than her. Not so much older. I think it's about 8-year difference. I'm 43. I'm about to be 44 in April.
Because, like, I'm about to turn 40.
Okay.
I'm about to turn 40, and I'm starting to like look at movie actors that didn't live much. Like Dawson from Dawson's Creek died at 48 just recently.
Right.
And he wasn't a 400-pound land monster. And I'm like, dog, do I have 8 years left? Is that what it is? You know, it's
Yeah, exactly. He had cancer. He had, what do you have, colon rectal cancer? That's like, but yeah, like that's a fucking killer. And also, like, God, I feel so bad for James and his family to go at that young. I mean, my mom died at 58. I thought that was too young. Like, fucking, at least she made it to her 50s. Like, fucking Dawson didn't even get that far.
like, you start thinking about that shit.
And you get to the point where I was feeling bad. I really was. I had pain in my joints. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm over 40. I got to start working out. And I did it not for me. I don't care about how I look. What do I give a shit? I want to be here longer for my wife. I do. I want to be happy, healthy, taking care of her, and doing things that, I realized, why am I being so lazy when I can do this minor thing and be better for her? And I started doing it, and it became, a routine. And now I'm so happy because now we're both getting better together. And everyone makes fun of her for her weight. She's not fat anymore, but she does not want to come on camera because she doesn't want to give anyone any kind of
She's not fat anymore. That's great. Everyone jumped on that. But I mean, like, look, no, he didn't even deny that she was fat. I know he got angry at people who called her fat, but even he acknowledged, I mean, don't forget when she came on camera, one of the first things he says was, she's not pregnant. Like, you don't say that about people who are, like, not fat. And also, I don't know why anyone would look at her and guess that she's pregnant. Like, that was one of the stupidest things. Like, what he said, like, let's address the elephant in the room. Cat, this is Cat, she's not pregnant. Like, good God. Like, I'm surprised she didn't just, like, get up and leave. Like, because I would have been like, if it's going to start off this bad, there's no way we can recover. And then just, like, walk out. Like, I'm sorry, well, I guess I can't just count my wife because she was very thin and she was just big in the belly. But, like, I've never seen someone who is pregnant who looked like that, because most people who are that big can't fucking get pregnant. Like, it's a lot harder.
Well, they won't give
And not just because, like, not as many people want to fuck them. There's, like, biological reasons, which I don't know the specifics of. I just know that if you're, like, morbidly obese, it's really hard. It's harder to get pregnant.
Weight. Like Kelly gained some weight recently, but like Kelly lost a lot of weight, and like they still called her fat when she was like 140 pounds. I'm like, Kelly's an average weight woman now. Like, she's the exact weight she's supposed to be, and you're still calling her fat. It's like, okay,
right.
She got down to 140. Well, also, like, I mean, I don't know if I would call 140 like, if she's like 5'9" or 5'10", yeah, okay, maybe. But Kelly looks kind of short. So I wouldn't necessarily say that 140 is, like, normal.
And they always will. They don't care.
Right.
They're only there to hate on and destroy and tear down. They're not there to acknowledge anything. They won't acknowledge that I look better. They're just, oh, he's on Ozempic. No, I'm not. I've never had a drug like that in my body. I'm working out. But, to them, anything is a clip. Anything is a piece of content, right, to make money. So
no, it's because what you're describing doesn't make sense. Like, you say stupid shit about your working out. Like, okay, do you look thinner or better? Yeah. Like, good for you. But, like, when you say the stupid shit, like what was the thing? Like, eating, like, the protein bars, like, constantly or whatever, when, like, most of them are just, like, fucking sugar-loaded things. They're just glorified candy bars. Or where he was saying, like, oh, I was upping my routine, so I increased my weight as well as my reps. It's like, that doesn't sound wrong to you. Upping both, if you're doing weights, upping the weight and the reps. No, it's one or the other. You don't increase both at the same time. Like, okay, well, I'm doing 100. I'm doing, 12 reps of 100. Well, now I'm going to do 15 reps of 150. It's like, no, that's not how this works. He has said he's about to max. Yeah, exactly. Like that's the thing. It's like, no, we're not making fun of you for getting healthier. We're making fun of you because of how you're describing shit, because it's not making sense. Either it doesn't make sense or you sound retarded with your logic. That's what people are making fun of. Not you getting healthier. How the fuck can you make fun of someone who's losing weight and looking healthier? That's not, because also that's everything too, Phil. You still look horrible. Like, okay, you look, I guess, a bit better because you don't look as bloated, but you don't look good. You still have that god awful uneven goatee, and you keep getting lesbian haircuts, and you're just generally an ugly looking person. Like, okay, coming from me, a guy who wears a mask every day. Well, not every day. I mean, every stream. Could you imagine? Like I'm a fucking like El Santo or something, just going everywhere wearing a fucking mask. But it's like, come on, pal.
So anyway, honest question for you while I got you here, because this is what, honestly, when I had you,
I'm hard to talk to.
dude, you are very hard to talk to.
I cut the world. I'm very anti people.
You understand why I jumped on the chance when you said, "Oh, I'll call Phil." Like, oh my god, my wife is asleep next to me in the bed. Okay, seriously, but she sleeps with noise canceling stuff on because our neighbors are so fucking loud. Okay, that's another story for another day. Okay, but I can.
Hold on, let me listen to this, because this was another thing of controversy of whether or not he was like laying in bed next to her during this, or if he was in another room.
You understand why I jumped on the chance when you said, "Oh, I'll call Phil." Like, oh my god, my wife is asleep next to me in the bed. Okay, seriously, but she sleeps with noise canceling stuff on because our neighbors are so fucking loud. Okay, that's another story for another day. Okay, but I can like just do random stuff at night, not loud, but calm stuff. And he said, "Oh my god," he said, "We can have a conversation." I'm gonna have this conversation right now. Let me jump because I tried so hard to get you on my show. It's not about getting you on the show. It's about having a conversation with you. Okay, it really is. And I care about you. I'm gonna be honest with you, Jordy. I care about you. I do.
You don't care about anything.
You lying sack of shit!
Okay, so I get where they're coming from. I think what happened was Phil, you know, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. They're in bed together. Phil is drunk and awake because he probably mixes caffeine mixers with his shit. And he saw the opportunity came up. He got out. He left the bed, went to the other room, but he was so loud that eventually it got Kat's attention, and she got up and like, you know, said, "Shut the fuck up." Hey now, master.
Hey now.
We're analyzing the drunken ramblings of DSP here. They have two beds, like 50s TV show. Have you seen that bedroom? That bedroom ain't gonna accommodate two. Well, it could accommodate two like twin size beds. Because remember, I think his room was, they like overloaded it. I'm pretty sure, 'cause I watched this years ago when he was doing the house tour or the house tour stuff, and then moving into Seattle, and he was like vlogging it. I just remember that the bedroom was set up like really cramped and fucked up to the point where I think they said something like they either couldn't close or open the door all the way. It was something like that. Like, but they had so much shit and it was so badly organized.
I see what you're going through. It's very similar to things that I've been through or am going through, and I know how painful it is. I know how stressful it is, and
he really thinks he's like some sort of motivational speaker here. Like, you can tell that's how he's viewing himself. I wish I could spend 10K on Pokemon and Magic cards. Oh, so you want to be like the quarter pounder?
What?
And fucking spend money on like staff and have a awful coffee company and constantly try to push it on your viewers who couldn't give a flying fuck because you sell overpriced dropship coffee. Like, literally it is. He keeps saying it's not, but it fucking is. He doesn't have like some special brewer, because they actually showed, like, he showed a thing where he showed like the grinding place. But then meanwhile, people found other videos of that other people posted of the exact same place. So it's like, yeah, this is just a place that does the, did you know? Yeah, oh yeah, I saw that, Master. Yeah, I follow Quarter Pounder's exploits on Kino Casino. So yeah, I know all about that crazy shit, which is one of the stupidest things to do. And also, yeah, as they pointed out, it's something you'd only do if you had issues paying. So you make sure to get the money immediately, but you give yourself a grace period to go and pay it back. Of course, on the one hand, you do get points, which is kind of nice. He's probably fucking doing well at that.
To me, to see you go through the same shit is like, man, I wish I could help him because I've been through that. And here we go. I've been through people trying to join my lobbies and fuck up to me and say stuff on mic. And I've been through these things. All right. So anyway, I got you on a conversation here. All right. Honest question. What do you want to do? What would be online? Because you cannot do an offline job. You can't. And we know this, right? You can do gig work, but that's not a full-time job.
No, it's just side money.
You fucking can do a full-time things. Like I said, find some remote work. It's out there. I mean, I know there's this whole big thing of companies returning to office, doing these return to office mandates. That's not every company. Those are companies that either like want to exert extra control over their employees, or they're caught in a bad lease that they can't get out of, and they need to somehow justify like paying all this money for office space. But there's a ton of places that are just like, no, fuck that. We don't want to deal with overhead of having an office. We would rather just send people laptops and have them log into remote servers that we have full control over. And we can just lock down their systems so they're not using them for like unauthorized shit.
Realistically, where I want to go in the future with this is like, I was kind of hoping to transfer this over to like being segment-wise. Like the root call is like, I want to do like a podcast on like Friday, and then like Thursday do like a Dark Souls stream with Kelly, and like segment it so like it's different things, but it's more planned out. But like, I don't know, like depression in a certain way messes with a lot of it.
Do you think you could ever do something consistent?
Yeah,
because
100%. I did Local Live for 2 years.
No, you did, right? You did, but first of all, Local Live. Hold on a second. Local Live is so. You know I didn't do it, right? You understand why I could not do that stuff, right? Like,
yeah,
that's not positive content.
It's not positive content, but at the same time, like you know why I did it, because like the money was there, and it's like I needed to play catch up because I went broke in 2015.
Yeah, you were playing accelerated catch up, exactly, and you bit your teeth and you bit your tongue and you ran forward and you did what you needed to do for your family.
You bit your teeth, you bit your tongue. No, you grit your teeth. I think that's the expression you're looking for.
For like 2 years, and you made all that money and you banked it. And again, I'm going to say this again. I respect you for that.
I would say this, but I still.
Well, yeah, oh wow, you respect someone who's actually acts like an adult and doesn't just piss all their money away on fucking JPEGs. Wow, what a concept.
Still consider Boogie and Key my friend. Like if they asked me to be a part of something, I probably will. I mean, like I didn't like where Local was heading, right? I didn't like that it was like a 24-hour telethon, where it's like it felt like we were running a church more than a podcast, right? Like give to Jesus. Like everything was like how much mustard can we dump on our head to make money?
Right. And that's not content. In my opinion, that's not content. That's the clown acting, smashing a pie in his own face. And yes, a clown is a full-time job. It really is. Yeah. There's clowns out there who make full-time money.
Boogie is a full-time clown right now. And I want to say he's my friend. And like I've called him a couple times, like and told him he had to slow down on certain jokes because it's going to hurt him in the long run. But like it bothers me to my core that Boogie is like ripping his house up for like Local Live right now. It's like, have you seen the state of Boogie's like streaming room right now? It's like, dude.
Oh no, I don't follow that stuff, man. I swear to you, and you might not believe me, I have never watched Local Live once. I've only seen.
You lying sack of shit! You lying sack of shit! You lying sack of shit! You lying sack of shit!
Bullshit. I'm willing to bet every cent I've ever earned that is a lie. Like, give me a break. Like, I'm not saying he's like following them and watching a ton, but never watched it. Bullshit. Also, he had to have watched it because, like, what was it? What was that controversy where, like, somehow Keem got involved with DSP, and there was this controversy about whether or not Keem was working, like, behind the scenes or something for Phil, and, like, they, like, baited people with it, like, just for Keem to come out and just be honest, and he was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing anything with this. I think it was something to do with like copyrights or just issues with YouTube. It was something to do with YouTube. I don't remember, but I just remember it was a nothing burger, but it directly affected Phil. So yes, most definitely he watched it then.
Clips of it on social media. Once I watched Kino Casino reacting to it, I have never watched the show. I have zero desire to ever watch that kind
Yeah, I don't believe that either.
of content, nor do I want to be a part of it. You know, for me, the content that I put on the internet, I want it to feel like it's something that someone can watch today, 10 days from today, 10 weeks from today, 10 years from today, and be like, it's positive content, it's fun, it's gaming or whatever. It's a podcast. It's something that can be fun no matter what. I don't want to put something on the internet that feels like it's harmful
is one of the
or
most
it's dated
insanely
or,
idiotic things
you know
I've
what I'm
ever
saying? Like,
heard.
I feel like that
I feel like I know what you're
short-term
saying, but
gain.
I feel like to me, it feels like you're conditioned to do it this way because this is the way that the trolls won't fuck with you. Because like I was
about my trolls
because I was conditioned to do things forever just to try to avoid getting ire.
Oh, I don't give a two shits about what my trolls say about me anymore. I don't, dude.
Anymore. So at one point you did care, and also bull fucking shit. You totally care. Just because you say something doesn't make it fact. Your actions speak louder than words, and the actions and the your actions totally tell a different story. The actions and then the words resulting from those actions.
want to make a legacy that in 10 years or 20 years, 30 years from now, someone stumbles upon Dark Side Phil because I know no one's going to care about me eventually. It's going to happen, right? But someone will find this channel and be like,
I'm not going to say me delusional. Like anybody's going to show up to like one of my Red Sex streams 20 years from now. If that shit might get one view a year, right? It's like to me, it's like bubblegum content. Like you consume it right then and there, and once it goes out into the trash can, it's never to be seen again.
That's because you're playing Red Sec.
I mean, like
seriously,
right? But like, what's the difference between that and like Breath of the Wild?
Because, all right, I'll give you an example. All right, the other day I'm streaming and someone joins my stream, and do you believe them or not? I don't know. Someone says, "Wow, I just found your Heavy Rain playthrough."
Mm-hmm.
Heavy Rain, that game came out in 2010. Yeah, I played.
He really doesn't get that that's the meme. Oh. What the verdict is, he's fucking drunk. I mean, I've sped it up. I mean, just to give you an example, but we'll go back to the accelerated because I have to kind of wrap this up. I've been rambling. But like, here's how he sounds.
Your Heavy Rain playthrough, and I loved it. And I just decided to check out your live content. And to be honest, your content is nothing like it used to be. But that's cool to know that someone who did a playthrough of Heavy Rain when it came out in 2010 is still live streaming in 2026, And if you truly make something that is representative of an honest reaction at the time that something is happening, then that content can be immortal.
That's super niche, though. It's like,
good God.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I saw your Heavy Rain playthrough. Yeah, that's literally a joke.
Let's take Burnt Peanut back into this conversation, right? How many people in the world right now do you think is watching Burnt Peanut's Arc Raider live stream from last week? It might be a couple thousand because he's so big, but like by the time that you get a year out, that stream is going to get the same views as like the Heavy Rain. You might convert one person over to a Phil, winner at that point, right? That happens, right? You find somebody that's into a really niche market and they find you and they just adapt to your personality. By the way, I'm sorry, Sweetie Man, thank you for the 15 gifted subs. Thank you so much. But that's a Bigfoot. That's why I call it Bigfoot. That's the exception, not the rule, right? The rule is 99.9995% of the people that interact with this content are going to do it when it comes, the day it comes out, and the time, and that's when they're going to consume it. And very, very, very few people are ever going to consume it after the fact.
That's correct.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even look at my post live stream statistics in terms of like how many views does it get afterwards, because like they rarely get some. Every once in a while something might do really well, but that was also more in the past when I had a lot more viewers until I didn't really capitalize it as well as I should have. And
you're always going to get the insane exponential attention as soon as something comes out. You're right. But at the same time, what you're talking about Burnt Peanut and you're talking about online games, that's very different from a game that is
Heavy Rain's Heavy Rain's is a game, right? But it's not that much different. That's a Let's Play-ish game, right? Because you weren't live streaming in 2010. You were actually doing Let's Plays in 2010.
Yep, that's right.
Because like live streaming didn't really pop off until like 2013, 2014.
And I was behind the curve.
Yeah.
I was late to the game on live streaming. I was doing the on-demand videos for a very long time, and I was one of the prominent guys, particularly doing the narrative-based stuff, like the Heavy Rains, the Walking Dead, when it came out from Telltale Games. Those games got me giant attention because I was reacting to narrative stories, and that's what I mean. Like, there's a difference today.
Oh, shut the fuck up! Have you seen some of that? Like, I saw, I think he was laughing like a fucking retard at the scene in The Walking Dead, like Volume 2 or whatever the thing was, like the second season of it, when it was mainly just about Clementine as opposed to the first one that also had Lee. The part where she's like split up and she needs to go and like sew her own stitching in her arm, and each time she's like wincing in pain. Like, it's a tough scene. It's fucking hard to watch and fucking hard to play. Yet was like pointing and laughing at it and making like stupid jokes. It's like, what the fuck's the matter with you? Like, this isn't Mystery Science Theater 3000. And even they wouldn't have made jokes about that.
Between someone who's reacting to or not reacting, but playing.
Yeah, I remember seeing this. Bro, you'd have 500 people in here if you were smart enough to label the stream. Talking with DSP instead of ARC Raiders. Come on, Jordy, it's easy.
An online-oriented multiplayer experience, you're right. Today, if you play the first stream of a game, day one, you're going to get attention. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, you need to have an audience who's plugged in. If you don't, they don't really care. No one's going to jump in. You know what I mean? Unless you hear that, oh, he's doing something innovative with a multiplayer game, they're not going to jump in. But when you do a playthrough of something on launch day, that is, a one-time experience. That day one, when I played Elden Ring, I stuck in the entry-level area, and I fought that stupid Golden Knight guy. I forgot his name. Until I beat him. And everyone to this day still quotes it. Oh my God, Phil, you were an idiot. But it's the most entertaining thing because
it's unique. It's what people remember it as. But like, I want to bring this up though, and like I think you're disregarding this. Is like trends happen, especially in like the online space. Like, and I'm gonna reference this. There's a girl that I know you watch. She makes like video content of old games like Juggernaut.
Sorry, if you're gonna have these conversations, can you please let me know? I'm sorry. Yeah. You're being insane. I am. I'm sorry. Right. I was too.
You're being insane. Yeah, hold on. Let me pull up. For those who didn't hear that, actually, I'm surprised the closed caption got it so well. But let me pull up, because Meerkat was nice enough to boost and help the audio. I'll pull it up here. Sorry, the screen's about to go like bright. Oops, wrong button. Oh, come on.
Like, and I'm gonna reference this. There's a girl that I know you watch. She makes
Yeah. He realized his wife is coming.
Makes like video content of old games like
I'm
Juggernaut.
sorry, baby.
If you're gonna have these conversations, can you please let me know?
I'm sorry.
Because you're being insanely loud. If you're gonna have these conversations, can you please let me know? If you're gonna have these conversations, can you please let me know? Because you're being insanely loud. You're being insanely loud.
I am.
You're being insanely loud.
You're being insanely loud. I mean, is he? Like, I mean, he sounded kind of soft to me. Like drunken, like overly mellow. But clearly not quiet enough.
Too loud, guys.
I gotta feel in trouble.
But, yeah, I'm sorry. My wife wants to go to sleep. I'm sorry, guys.
But
this is why I don't do this stuff at night, and I didn't know I was being this loud, so I gotta go.
Okay.
It was a fun conversation, though. This is why I would like to have you on my podcast.
Meet my bestie.
Well, can I finish this point before you leave?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I know you watch a content creator called Early Bird, right? You reference that, like Early Bird. She's like she makes like old video games. It's like she does like little video essays on them. Well, like that's what's popular on YouTube right now, the video essay. And what's going to be popular 2 years from now might not be the video essay, but right now that's the new hotness, and that's what replaced Let's Plays. And Let's Plays still happen, but they're less popular than they were back in whatever year Let's Plays were popular. But like that's what I'm saying is like the content you make now has to be ever forming and ever changing, and that's one of the parts I'm struggling with. Is because I know I can't make fucking video essays. I sound like fucking George Bush. I got a Southern accent, and I'm just witty.
I think you can make video essays. It's just the problem is making that kind of content on YouTube today is so risky because you're at the mercy of the algorithm, where at any moment they could demonetize your video. I had a channel where I made video essays before they were even called video essays. You know, it was called KO Gaming, and I had a million.
You did not make video essays, you fucking retard.
You lying sack of shit!
Those are not video essays. Those were reviews and commentary. Those weren't essays. This was a video essay. The fundraiser video was a video essay. My girlfriend would never do this. Is ridiculous, and she stayed over my place a couple of times. Yeah, it was keeping her awake. Yeah, no, you did not do fucking video essays.
Million view video, and within 5 months of me working hard on that channel, it got demonetized for no reason. You know, it's just not worth
it. No, there's always a reason, pal.
It. The money today is with live streaming, not with the video essays, unless you find success with the algorithm, which is very rare. And even then, when you find that,
or if you do good fucking work and people keep coming back to see it. Like, I don't think, I mean, you say whatever you want about Turkey Tom, but he didn't get to where he is by just somehow doing good in the algorithm. It was because he put content that was good enough to get a bunch of viewers. Whether you like it or not is irrelevant. Enough people liked it to where he's making easily 7 figures a year.
That success, it's fleeting. It's not long term. You know what I mean? Like
I 100% agree with you, because I can think of a guy right now named Clown that he did a lot of Elden Ring video essays, and I loved him to death. And he's quit YouTube at this point because they take so much time and energy to make. And at the end of the day, it's like you got to hit a home run every time you make one. If you have one that underachieves, you put 40 hours of your life into something that didn't make you no money.
Exactly. And imagine that's your business. And then all of a sudden, you know, one day it's good, 1 month it's good, 6 months it's good, and then all of a sudden it's taken away from you for no reason. You didn't even do anything wrong. It's just gone. And that's why I stopped doing that on-demand shit. Like, I used to only do on-demand videos. And when I saw stuff getting demonetized, I was like, nah, I'd much rather have a live audience contribute to what I'm doing, and that way they can't just steal that from me. So anyway, good conversation.
No, you switched over because your ad revenue went to absolute shit because of the adpocalypse. While you were going down before that, you were losing viewers, you're bleeding viewers because you were such a fucking asshole and turned people off.
But yeah, I gotta go, man. It was a good one, though. I wish I could get you on my show. I wish that we could work together in the future, but you're so hard to reach, dude. I don't even know what else to say.
I'm very anti-person. All right, Phil, thank you for stopping by, man.
All right, man. You have a good night.
Good night, buddy.
Bye.
That was crazy. Ew, drunk woman has no idea she just killed 2 kids. Ugh. What an uplifting video. And now we'll watch the aftermath. We'll see Phil talk about this on his thing. What time is it? Actually, you know what, though? Before we get to this, I gotta stretch my legs for just a little bit, and also my ass hurts a little bit from just sitting here. So give me just like a few minutes. We'll be right back, and we'll finish up with his response. And we're back. Sorry about that.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. Snort, snort, snort. Go, you drip. Snort, snort. I got the drip. Go.
But before we get there, let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just go ahead and jump headfirst into it so I can talk about this and get it out of the way, and then we can move on to gaming.
Hold on a second. Late night call to Wings. I'm sorry, baby.
All right.
Oh my God, he gifted fit. Well, that must be the Argentinian subs.
So, last night, something crazy happened out of nowhere, completely unexpected. All right, let's talk about it. So,
I mean, out of nowhere, completely unexpected. You fucking initiated it, you retard. You got drunk.
I'm in bed with my wife. All right, my wife's asleep. I'm not asleep because I'm more of a night owl. I stay up later. In fact, I've told you guys many times.
You said you misspoke. You didn't say horrible alcoholic, correct?
Kind of stay up late, sometimes doing work, just sometimes relaxing.
Work? What would that be? Your job is playing video games and complaining on live stream. So exactly what is this work that you're doing after hours?
And it just so happens that I am just on the internet, on YouTube, and in my recommended, I see a video. It's Wings of Redemption. He's actually streaming, but it says he's playing Arc Raiders. And I'm like, wait a minute. Wings of Redemption is playing Arc Raiders? He doesn't play Arc Raiders. He hates that game. He detests that game. So I know that something is up. All right. So I clicked on it. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should have said, I'll have some self-restraint. Let's not do this. But I clicked on it. Okay. So I start watching Wings stream. And basically what's happened is Wings of Redemption is in a party with two guys who I don't know who they are. Okay. I'm assuming they're acquaintances or people that he knows that he's done co-op with before. And I'm like, well, this will be interesting because I played Arc Raiders for a couple of months. I'm curious, what the gameplay will be. He doesn't play this game, right? And so as I'm watching it, it becomes fascinating because he's playing it totally the opposite of how most people do. He's outright saying in his commentary, I hate this game and I hate looting. Looting is for wimps and a word I can't say. And basically, you should be killing everyone, right? You should be killing everyone. That's what the whole, and the teammates are like, well, that's not really how you play. It's really PvE. You're supposed to like team up. And yes, you can snake people, but you're not supposed to. And Wings is just like, no, we should go be killing people right now. So it ends up being this crazy stream of him teaming up with these guys, right? I watched it for maybe like 15 minutes. And then all of a sudden, as I'm listening to the stream, I realize something's up because the commentary of the guys, I started noticing that the things that they're saying is kind of like sneak disses. All right. Like they said to him, but what's that meme? It's a countdown. It's like 14, 13, 12 times or something like that. That's a detractor meme against Wings. I don't even know what it means, but that's a detractor meme. Okay. One guy literally can't stop talking about otters. I don't even know what that is. Something new? I don't know. But anyway, so basically, it's the age of consent meme. So people are informing me now because I don't even know what these are. People are saying that's the age of consent meme against Wings. Okay. So basically,
that's when he redescribed it. Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what it was. Fucking on the regular.
these guys are doing these memes that are totally anti-Wings, and he is completely oblivious to it. Completely oblivious to it. I'm like, I know what's going to happen. These guys are going to do something to get Wings in trouble. That's why they've teamed up with him here. So I'm basically trying to now type in chat to tell Wings, hey, Wings, FYI, this is a problem. These guys, I don't know who they are, but literally every other word out of their mouths is a detractor meme at this point, and you're not catching on. They're going to do something. Like, this is some kind of a setup, right? I go to...
Why would he be motivated for this? Like, why? What is this bond? Like, where you feel like you need to, like, intervene or something? Like, what are you, fucking Mighty Mouse? Here I come to save the day?
Type in his chat, and it won't go through. Like, it looks like it's going through, but it's not going through. And I'm like, what is happening here? I can't talk to the guy. And then I thought back, and I'm like, wait a minute. Do you remember what happened a couple months ago or a few months ago? So back in December, if you remember, Wings was supposed to be on my podcast, this show, okay? And he canceled. I then tried to reschedule a few times, and he started ignoring me and not responding, okay? And the only way that I could get his attention was to go onto one of his live streams at around the same time that I did last night, okay? Because that's when he broadcasts. Like, he's always kind of broadcasting at ridiculous hours. And I jumped on there and was trying to get his attention then to get an answer about, hey, will you join my...
What? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Sorry, give me a sec. Work might be trying to get a hold of me. My work app's off. Sorry. Go away. Just fucking Okay, sorry about that. I was going to say, though, why the fuck does he have an NFL logo here? He ignored you because you drunk spammed this chat. Yeah, exactly. Welcome, Pancake.
Hey now. Hey now.
Stream or whatever, and apparently one of his moderators permanently timed me out, which means I'm not banned. Like, I can see the chat and I can try to type, but my text never goes through. Now, I didn't know that because I haven't tried to type in a Wings chat in like 2 months, right? So now here we are in a situation where I absolutely need him to see that he's about to, I'm trying to help the guy, and my text won't go through. So the first thing that I do, I jump on Discord and I try to message him, and I don't know if he's going to see that or not because he's in the middle of the game. So I'm like, what else can I do? Oh yeah, I could just log into my other account, because the thing is, if you haven't noticed, when we react to stuff, I'm using my DSP Reacts account because that's the one that I have as a YouTube premium sub, so I don't see ads on YouTube, so that's what I use to watch videos. But I also, of course, have my DSP Gaming account, which is my verified account and everything on YouTube. I don't have the premium membership on that one, but it still works. So I said, oh, I'll switch accounts. So I switched accounts. I jumped back into his chat, okay? And now I'm trying to talk to the guy, and again, he's basically not seeing me. And I'm like, the only way I'm gonna get this guy's attention so he doesn't get in trouble, I'll send him a super chat. So I send him a super chat, all right? Because I want him to stop playing with these guys. I'm like, dude, if you keep playing with these guys, they're gonna mess with you. They're gonna make content for detractors. This is awful. So I send him the super chat, all right? And then finally, he sees it. He reads it. And he's like, oh, okay. And basically he says, he stops the game, like he ended that game. He rushed to end the game because he saw my super chat warning him that these guys were doing detractor stuff. And he says, I'm gonna go on a break, okay? And I'm like, oh no. He leaves their mics on. He walks away from his stream, leaving these guys' microphones on. I can't explain that, okay? So he goes and he does it, and guess what happens when he walks away to use the bathroom? Just take a wild guess.
Oh, God, he just drags this story out. He's already fucking like 6 minutes in, and he said fucking nothing. You could have easily done this in half the time that we've been going here.
Let's see. Top 5 things that would happen. Number 1, that's what happened, okay? They said the N-word on his stream multiple times. Now, I think it was a clip. I don't think they were saying it, but there was some clip that they kept playing, and he just kept saying the N-word over and over and over in a loop publicly on his stream.
Oh, I know exactly what clip they're talking about.
So he comes back, and now me and his moderator are trying to tell him, dude, you have to shut this down, like, right now, because if you don't, YouTube is going to end up holding you accountable. Oh, people are saying that's a clip of him saying it. Now, I don't know that. All I know is it was someone saying the N-word. People are saying it's a clip of him saying it. I didn't know that. So you guys are informing.
Yeah, it's him saying it. That's why they fucking play it. Ugh. And also, that's how fucking drunk he was. Like, it's fairly obvious that it's Wings in it. I mean, yeah, he sounds a little different, but you can tell it's him. That's the whole point of it. They're trying to get him in trouble because it sounds like him. But he was too drunk to realize it.
Me more than I would know of any of this stuff, okay? So basically, I'm like, you got to shut this down, dude. You're going to get in massive trouble if this is on your channel. So he did. He shut down the stream. He deleted it. He restarted the stream. And basically, I was in chat and I was, talking to him. And then he called me on Discord. Now, I was not expecting that at all. Like, I was intending to just maybe have a chat with him in the chat for like a couple minutes, 30 minutes, maybe just talk and see how he's doing and see what just happened. Like, who are these guys? Why are they messing with him like that? And he calls me on Discord, all right? I shouldn't have answered because it was the middle of the morning, right? So what I did is he's called me on Discord. I got out of bed. I came in here and I answered his call and we talked for like 30 minutes about everything. We talked about these guys who were trying to mess with him and he thought that they were his friends and because he had done co-op with them before. And I'm like, dude, they're not your friends. This is the same as your other co-op buddies and people are trying to bait you all the time. And we had a lot.
Well, I thought, wait, who initiated the call? Because just because he says that, I mean, we just need to look at the video, which I haven't seen archived anywhere, and Wings took it down. But I thought that Phil initiated the call, not the other way around, which does change it a little bit. I mean, not a ton, because he could have just said no. You know what I mean? Although, or maybe he viewed it as like, okay, this is an opportunity. I need to jump on this. I think Wings called, maybe. I mean, that's news to me. I thought he initiated. I mean, but he still talked for that long. You know what I mean? Like, I remember, he didn't answer the first. Okay, yeah. I was going back and forth with Carl Jobst, right? The YouTuber, the one that Billy Mitchell successfully sued. And this was before, while the trial was still going on, right? And he had seen my stuff that I'd made of like him facing, what is it? It was Carl versus Billy in the LWA, and he actually saw it and he really liked it, and he wanted footage, like clean footage. So I sent him some, and he was like, okay, this looks good, but like Billy is, I want him fatter. And we were going back and forth and stuff with like pictures and shit. Until then, finally, we're just like, fuck it, just like jump on a call. But meanwhile, I was like baked out of my mind. And I'm talking to like this YouTuber, like I'm sharing my screen, and like I had to pull up the thing on like OBS and do like a screen share so I could just like update the Billy Mitchell character based on what he wanted. So like an instance like that, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm fucked up, but this is like, I gotta, jump on this because, Carl could have just said fuck it and changed his mind. Because, little disclosure here, he actually paid me for the videos that I made for the B-roll of the LWA shit because he liked it so much. But if I had not jumped on that, that may not have happened. Although some people got confused and thought that he actually made it, and they thought he was like, and they kind of thought it was like more pathetic. This idea that like he was showing video of himself beating up Billy Mitchell, when really it wasn't the case. I made the video. But I remember like Josh Moon was covering it, and he thought that Carl had made it himself and compared it to like Chris Chan, where I think he made it in like Dead or Alive. There was one of the games where he would make his detractors and he would have himself beating them up.
Long conversation, probably like 30, 40 minutes, I would say, about a million things, okay? So that's that. That's what happened. And then basically what happened was, as we were talking, my wife woke up and walked across the house and opened the door and said, "You're being insanely loud over here. Why are you doing this in the middle of the morning?" And rightfully so, she has the right to yell at me. I shouldn't have done that in the middle of the morning.
Across the house? Like, how loud were you? Like, he didn't sound that loud. Although, wait, though. Where is his office? No. He said that he was laying in bed with her, and then when Wings wanted to talk, he went to his office, which I can believe, because it sounded like the wife or that cat came into another room. So no, I can believe that. I mean, he's not that retarded to where he would take a call, right next to the wife, but still, he made enough noise to where she heard it. Although I don't remember, is the office next to his bedroom? I don't remember how the configuration was of the house. But I don't feel like pulling that up.
My fault. I already apologized to her. I shouldn't have done that. She has the right to sleep. Just because I'm more of a night owl and I stay up later, and she goes to sleep earlier than me because she works earlier. It's messed up that I should have never taken the call. What I should have done was denied the call and instead said to Wings, "Hey, I'm not going to take your call, but we can talk in chat because my wife is asleep next to me here." But I didn't do that. Okay. So.
No, because you were desperate for companionship.
Basically, look at these idiots. What are you talking about? She woke up and walked across the house. Yes, I just said I left the bedroom and came into the office to talk to Wings because I didn't want to wake up my wife, and then I ended up waking up my wife because I'm an idiot. Okay? So anyway, it is what it is, all right? And basically, there's nothing bad about the conversation we had whatsoever, at all. I think that hopefully it was a conversation that he will get something out of. Notably, just...
He won't.
In summary, the guy is miserable and doesn't want to stream games anymore. Like, he outright doesn't want to do it, but he says he's trapped, and he can't really do any other kind of work. And I was trying to get him to figure out, what is it that you want to do then? Do you want to be a podcaster? Do you want to make other kinds of content? He's got to figure something out for himself. If not just sit. I mean, the dude is now at the point where he's playing Arc Raiders at 1 o'clock in the morning with two people who he thinks are his friends who are actually trolls who are spamming the N-word on his mic on his stream.
It wasn't 1 o'clock in the morning. It was like, it wasn't 1. It was like closer to like 4 and 5, which is still very early. But I mean, big difference between 1 and 4:30.
This is not the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not the way. Now, in reality, you guys are right. I probably shouldn't be bothering. Like, why is it my problem? It's not. It's not my problem. It's his problem to figure out his own life. But, I like to try to help people, and maybe that's just not my job, and I should step back. Maybe that's the case. Maybe I should just be like, all right, you know what? Wings is Wings. If he's going to make mistakes, he's going to make mistakes, and I can't stop him from making those mistakes. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So...
How drunk were you?
That's what happened, and basically at this point, yeah, I'm never going to be accepting calls from Wings of Redemption in the middle of the morning ever again on Discord. That's probably a bad idea, particularly...
Phil's call sounded like him making up to the next lover. Yeah, exactly, and welcome, Red.
Hey now.
Yeah, like I said, I've mentioned it before, but if you just showed up, like we've all been in a state where we're so drunk, but we think we're being nice and cool. But in reality, we're just being like annoying and repetitive and just won't shut up. We just want you to go away.
Because it's going to wake up my wife and, will anything ever come of it? Like, I hope that he got something out of the conversation.
But like I said, though, this does change things. I thought it was the other way around. I thought Phil called Wings, but it appears no, Wings actually called him, which would also then make more sense as to why it was on stream. Although it also is weird that Phil accepted that. Like, if I was in that situation, being in Phil's position, I would be like, okay, we can talk, but we're not doing this on stream. Because I have no idea what the hell you're going to say and what it might provoke me to say. And I don't know if I want that, given how toxic both of our audiences are. And combined, that we might do something unintentionally that really fucks things up. So let's take this call offline. But no, they did it in front of everyone.
I don't know if he did. I hope he took some of the stuff that I said to heart. I do feel like Wings can succeed. Okay? Seriously, I know that he can succeed. 100%. I feel for the guy. But he has to get out of this, this loop that basically he's stuck in. This loop of he can't make money, he can't get views, he can't get any kind of notoriety on the internet. His trolls are the reason because they troll him and mess up with his content, so then it gets him depressed, so then he drinks soda and he eats bad and he can't sleep, and that screws up his schedule, so then he can't do other things either, and now his whole life is messed up, and then it just gives more ammo to his trolls to make more content, which then messes with him. You see what I'm saying? It's an endless loop. He needs to break the loop. I can't do it for him, no one can do it for him, he's got to do it for himself, right?
I mean, there's a little bit of truth to that.
And I hope that he will, but there's not much I can do about it, to be honest, I feel like something that he should do is stop just doing gameplay constantly. He should, and he should move on to other kinds of conversational content. Because the thing is, the Lolcow Live thing he was doing was the right way, just in the wrong format. I think that Wings can do really good in a talking format, a podcast, or as a guest on a show, but not Lolcow Live.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. He was on PKA. I mean, until they booed him off, but he was doing that. How many years was he on there? He was one of the original members, right? And he's always kind of like held that against them, like in terms of why he won't come back, because he wants to like get what he feels his fair share of their profits or whatever. But yeah, he was big. And I think he had another podcast as well, where he said some stupid shit. He wants to podcast himself and I probably. But Roy is just more as a money-making venture as opposed to him well, he actually probably does think that he and Wings would make great content together, but it would be like as him as like the lead guy driving the conversations and stuff, and then like Wings just kind of like saying like things kind of like here and there, like sort of like an Opie and Anthony, except Phil would be Opie, who literally was the least talented of the people in that office or in that studio, even though his name was on the marquee. And Anthony was the one that everyone liked. And in this case, it would be like Wings. I mean, not that everyone likes Wings, but I think Wings has more fans than Phil does at this point.
Live is a degrading show where it's constant embarrassment and constant...
But Wings' trolls are more hardcore. That's the big difference.
What's the next stunt or prank we can pull, to, as he said, to turn it into a marathon? You know what I'm saying? And he shouldn't do that. He shouldn't be trying to just completely embarrass himself constantly to make money. It should be content that he wants to make. And that was the problem with Lolcow Live. It's obvious he didn't want to make that content, but it was the only content he could make to make money, right? So he needs to find that balance where he can make content he's okay making, and it also makes him money. I found that. I'm lucky enough and I'm happy enough to know that I'm here. I'm a podcaster. I'm also a gamer. I can do all these fun things and I love doing them.
You're a podcaster? Bro.
You lying sack of shit!
Just because, like, you do that doesn't mean, like, just because I participated in my school's plays didn't mean that I can now call myself an actor, or that back then I could call myself an actor. Just because you do so doesn't mean, like, that's part of your identity.
And I make a living doing it. He's miserable with what he's doing. At least that's what he says. And you got to take him at face value for what he's saying, right? So I'm sad that I feel like no matter what I do, I might not get through to the guy, you know? I'm not saying that.
Why do you care?
I would be the guy to do it. Like, maybe every once in a while I like him on my show as a guest, but I don't think that I could run a consistent show with him because, again, he doesn't have any set schedule. He doesn't have any consistency. He says he hates that. So I don't know what else I could possibly do. You know what I mean? Like, what else could I do to help the guy? I don't know. I mean,
yeah, hating consistency and abiding by a schedule, that's something that employers really like to hear.
But basically, that's what happened last night. All right. And I wanted to talk about it this morning so that you should know exactly what happened. All right. There you go. That's what happened. I was insanely loud. And I disturbed my wife, and she got upset with me, and rightfully so. She should have gotten upset with me because I shouldn't have had that conversation at 1 to 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning with how late it was. Like I said, I was watching his stream and then got caught up with what was going on, trying to help him. And next thing I know, here we are having a conversation on Discord that we shouldn't be having that time of the day, right?
You're leaving out the very crucial point of the story that you were fucking drunk out of your mind. This is great. I thought that call was very knowable, Phil. Before trying to help Wings, do you think you should work on your drinking problem first? You did sound drunk on the call, not saying you were, though. Did he know you was drunk and just wanted to see? That's great.
So, it is what it is. Enjoy, because it's already on the internet.
Just remember Wings is EST and Phil is PSA. Well, yeah, that was the thing, too. Like, I had mentioned, I happened to be up around this time, and I saw on Twitter King Jad at like around 5 my time posted like that this was going on. I'm like, what the fuck? And then so I got to the basement and I pull up the stream. I'm like, holy shit, this is actually happening.
I'm sure everyone's clipped it and put it all over the place. All right. And that's that. Okay. Someone also tipped $2, says, well, now you at least prove your detractors wrong about your wife leaving you. I hope you and Kat patch things up afterwards. Yeah, it was no big deal. Basically, it hung up. I said, I had to leave to Wings. I got back into bed and I typed the Wings chat one more time. Said, sorry, I had to go. I shouldn't have basically done that. And that was that. And we're good, We went to sleep, woke up this morning, I apologized to her again, and we're fine. It's no big deal. As I said, I'm not stupid. I'm not going to accept Discord calls.
What the fuck? Like, why are you overly apologizing to her? Like, bro, you just fucking move on. Even she was probably like, bro, shut up. Stop it.
2 in the morning again. That was dumb of me. I never should have accepted the call. That was really stupid. Okay? There you go. Alex from Phoenix did a $5 super chat and says, you stepping in to prevent his stream from being shut down was the right call. Like you said, you can't help anyways. Cheers. I literally tried my best in every way possible to get the guy's attention, and still his trolls got to do that. And it's like you see the house burning down and you yell to everyone fire and you call the fire department and you break the windows open so people can get out of the house. You're doing everything you possibly can and the house still burns down. And it's like, oh.
That's a interesting analogy.
Fuck. Damn it. Okay. Anyway, thank you. Let's see. Cabal, 38 months as a member, says push Wings on his consistency and getting a co-op. At this point, no, I don't think I'm going to push Wings on anything. Wings already knows. I would love to have him as a guest on the show during normal hours, not 1 in the morning. He also knows that I would be willing at some point to maybe do something with him.
And how about being sober?
Whether it's an ongoing thing, whether it's gameplay. He knows this. He can't consistently respond. Like, he doesn't respond to Discord DMs. He just doesn't. It's insanely rare when he does. He won't have a
attention troll harass DSP won this round. You lost. Okay.
Consistent schedule. He won't set up something. I'm shocked now that I know him better. I'm honestly shocked he showed up to the show in October. Really, I am. I'm 100%. My jaw's dropping now. When he showed up, I was like, oh, that's cool. And then, I don't know. No, but Jose, you're right. He says, hasn't she said before sound travels far in your house? Yes. And that's what I mean. That's why this was incredibly stupid of me to accept a call in the morning. I should have said, no, that's going to be too loud. No matter where I go in my house, she's going to hear me. But I'm dumb and I came over here.
What the fuck out of a house is that? No matter where I go, someone's going to hear me. Like, what? You can't, close the door and just speak at a decent volume? Like, what the fuck? What do you have, fucking paper mache as your walls?
Oh, soundproofing in my studio. She'll never hear it. And, of course, it was loud as shit, because I'm stupid. Okay, so Cabal.
Fucking retard. Probably left the door open. Funny is last 2 Pokemon game devs having a PS5 against Green Freak. What dog remake rumors? Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Mozzie did a $2 super chat. He says, hope you slept well last night, laughing out loud. After the call, I slept like a rock. There was no big deal. Like I said, between my wife and I, it's no big deal.
You lying sack of shit! You lying sack of shit!
No, he had that awful, drunken, hangover sleep where, you don't, you feel like you got maybe half a night's sleep when you wake up. And, of course, you're hungover.
But, of course, everyone on the internet has to make it into something it's not. Who cares? So I hope that addressed it. Are we good now? Can we move on? Because I got a lot of reacting to do today, quite frankly. And I'd like to get to it. All right, okay, now that we've addressed everything. So now, yes, it's okay. You can use an insanely loud meme in the chat. Yes, you can make fun of me that I woke my wife up in the middle of the morning and she ran across the house to yell at me because I'm an idiot. That's okay. I'm serious. You can joke about that because I did.
Oh, thanks for the permission, King.
It's truthful. It happened. You know, it's not exaggeration. It's not the detractors taking a nugget of truth and extrapolating it into a lie. It's truthful. It happened. It's my fault. It's a mistake I made last night. Okay, so everyone make fun of me.
Yeah, you keep leaving out the fact that you were fucking drunk. Like, why doesn't you even just admit that? Like, we know you drink. You drink on stream. And you've been wanting to get drunk. Like, there's nothing wrong in just being like, you know, I knocked back a few. Like, if anything, that might make it more genuine. Like, just saying, like, I was up late, I knocked back a few, and then Wings tried, you know, and then I stumbled onto this and just tell the story from there. That at least paints a more accurate picture than you completely, like, not putting this fact because you sounded completely different. Your tone and how you were speaking, because it's not like it came across like trying to be quiet, so like his voice was softer and something like that. Like, no, you just sounded a completely different and drunken cadence.
I give you permission, make fun of me, okay? But that's the only chance you have. Anything else, you're incredibly on thin ice. You understand me? So you better only make fun of the one thing that I approve of you making fun of me for.
This guy stinks!
Okay. Someone took the $1.50 and says, when you hear Wings saying things like he hates streaming and he hates playing games, do you really think people will show up to those streams? The wrong people will. His trolls will. Because they want to see him miserable. So the people who hate him will show up to see him be miserable on stream when he says that kind of stuff. I mean, that's kind of the whole thing I'm trying to get through to him. I'm like, dude, you overshare too much. Sometimes you have to have a thought and keep it in the brain. Don't have it come out the mouth. But he has a bad pattern of going too far with what he shares. He overshares all the time. Even if he's miserable on stream, he shouldn't be telling his audience he's miserable on stream. No one wants to be there.
Yeah, like I said, I told the story of freaking being blazed and, you know, helping Carl, you know, make the Billy Mitchell wrestler.
You know? Or he should really try hard with his audience who care about him to figure out what it is he can do on stream that's productive and positive and fun. Rather than, well, I know I hate arc raiders, but it's the only thing anyone will be here for, so let's play arc raiders and I'll just, you know, yell at the game the whole time. I don't think that's going to work. You know what I mean? Or you know what I'm saying? What? Based off real says, do you think Wings tried to set you up by letting other people record the call? What on earth are you talking about? Dude, it was public. It was on his stream. Of course people recorded the call. I knew it was on his stream. I was watching his stream. I told you. There was no setup. That's ridiculous. Is that what people are saying? That he was trying to set me up? Absolutely not. That's not what happened at all. Please, the guy's got enough shit on his plate of people saying that he did stuff. Don't invent something. Okay? Seriously.
I got the drip go. I got the drip go.
Wow.
I got the drip go. 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 The faucet is dripping.
Well, that was quite the thing there. I do apologize. I have to kind of like drop and leave. Like normally I would kind of decompress and go over what we talked about or what we saw, but I really need to get to bed. I have to fucking leave around like 7:30 tomorrow to drive like over 2.5 hours to go to a fucking funeral, and then I have to drive back later on the same day. So I gotta fucking get to bed. And my wife has already been complaining to me. She said, like, let's go to bed early, and I gotta jump. And also I have to check on one last thing for my work. So it's all fun times. But thanks everyone for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this look into insanity. Who's live? What the fuck is... fucking Boss Man is raiding, but I don't know if I want to raid him. Actually, there's not really anyone because... Can we raid this guy? See if it'll let us. Yeah, so we're going to raid someone different today, but I still encourage you to see the thing. Well, that will be on the way back, that part. But in case thank you everyone for stopping by. Hope you have a better weekend than I'm going to have. Happy Valentine's Day. If you got a Valentine in your life, make him feel special and enjoy the thing, because odds are you guys are going to be in a better and healthier relationship than Phil is in with his wife. So